is Smythe, host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to Team Podcast, episode 041. My name is Nash, host of Team Podcast. And with me, I got Wells of... Should we say Horseplay Podcast?
Nope.
There was...
Yeah, so. And yes, you can say a Horseplay Podcast.
And on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Not a DJ.
See, there was a post that went up on Horseplay,
on
the Horseplay Instagram. So I thought to myself, I saw it, I was like, wait, are they back?
And it was like Michael Jordan. So I was like, 45? You know, I just threw something out of my head. But it wasn't about that.
No. So, Horseplay is still on the...
I got a surprise coming. Don't worry.
All right.
I said it before, and I told everyone, man. Horseplay will never, ever go away.
Never go away.
Hopefully not.
It might, disappear for a bit, but
Yeah,
it ain't ever going away.
It might take hiatuses.
It's taken a couple hiatus already. So what's going on, guys? What's going on? How was your week thus far?
It was a historical day yesterday in Canada. I don't know.
Meaning?
They've legalized marijuana.
Oh yes, I didn't notice.
You know what? They sold out. Did you hear about that?
I didn't notice.
The government is out of marijuana after one day.
See, this is, and I saw it in the news, and I think I sent a photo of the group. I know in Montreal, in Quebec, there were lineups. I didn't see any lineups here in Toronto, and then I got some people over right now from Vancouver, and they said they only had one legal dispensary open that day. Everyone else was closed.
Canada has no stores where you can buy. You can only order online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the online is sold out. So the drug dealers are still in business, I guess, because there won't be enough, I guess, to supply the demand. But it's a historical day, I guess, and
it truly is. Like it was news around the world.
Yep.
That Canada did this. News around the world. So I guess we're more progressive than the world. No surprise there.
Is it progressive or is it just legalizing drugs?
Well, I mean in general, as a country, or more.
Portugal did it.
Oh yes, Portugal. Portugal has. Well, actually, Portugal has
all drugs.
All drugs.
Yeah.
All drugs, which I believe is the way to go. But
we're gonna do
whatever. Other than that, anything else going on in your week, Wells? Anything exciting?
It's gonna be like a mail it in episode for me. I am beat.
Why? You stayed up all day.
This week has drained me, man.
Late nights, eh?
No, well, I mean, like, sure, like I'm not doing anything late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just watching baseball late.
Yeah.
But like, it's just long days, like 12-hour work days,
Oh,
back to back, and then going to the gym in the morning. Like,
oh yes, you started that. How's that going?
it's the gym, man. Like, what? What else you want?
I don't know. Maybe you're like, I feel great. I got more energy. I absolutely hate it.
No, I don't hate it. Like, it's just like if I wasn't working these long, crazy hours, I'd probably appreciate it more. But I don't know. Like, it's just I'm tired, man. It's just 1 week. It is 1 week. It's been a long week too, right? And then there's some other stuff going on that I'm doing. And
Are you going every day, or are you going like Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
I've gone twice this week.
Okay, that's good.
So
in the morning or after? Or
in the morning before
in the
work.
morning. Oh, okay.
Someone recommended to me that if you're not a really fan of working out, just go somewhere there's TVs and go when there's sports on. So you're killing two birds with one stone.
It doesn't bother me. I don't have anything like I like to go to the gym. It's just it's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know what I don't have an issue.
Because you said you were just saying you're beat and long week. So
it's just 1 week, man. Like it's like it's starting a gym and like doing stuff you're not used to, and then having a long work week. It's not a good combination.
Well, you're showing concern.
Next week it won't be. I know there's no concern. There's nothing here, and I'm joking about mailing it in. I always
bring the thunder.
I'll bring it, guys. I'll bring the swear words for Smythe.
Training with Mark?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to the alchemic trainer.
Alchemist
trainer. Excuse me, alchemic.
What's alchemic?
That's not even a word. I just made up a word. Yeah, I made up a word.
It sounds like a villain in a bad
It's
comic
a
book
Batman villain, basically.
So I have a certain plan with a phone provider. Oh, forget it. I'll just mention them. I had Rogers.
Oh. We're never getting picked up by a Rogers podcast.
No. A share all plan, I think it's called.
Yeah, share everything.
Share everything plan.
Yeah, share your money with them, right?
Yep. Pretty much. So what this plan entailed in the past, previously, like you'd get this is probably one of their higher plans or whatever. What it entailed was you get the NHL Live app with it, so you can watch NHL and stuff like that. So a couple days in, I'm like, oh, Montreal's playing. It's a good game. I think it was against what was it? There was like 2 days ago.
Pretty hard. Good.
Pittsburgh, I believe it was.
It was.
Yeah, they were playing Pittsburgh. Pretty good game. I'm watching. I was like, oh man, I got the app. I totally forgot. Go on the app. You need to pay us $200.
Wow.
I was like, what?
Oh, they probably had it for like a year and then they.
No, this was a part of a thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, I got my password wrong. No, my password's correct. What the hell's going on here?
You are logged in, sir.
Go online, go on Reddit. They took that out of their plan.
Wow.
They took that out of the plan. And then you just read down the comments below. This is the only reason I had Rogers. I am livid. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm in the middle of my contract and you just take this out? That's not fair to me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, why am I with Rogers anymore? Now that you just took this away, why am I here? Like, that was one of the incentives with me to actually watch these, get the NHL app and watch hockey games. So why am I with them anymore?
Just make a call. Hey, you took away my perk. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, in a year and a half, you can surely cancel, sir.
So now I have to find my game somewhere else.
Right. That sucks.
Yeah. I got a guy.
Huh? You got a guy? All right. Find my NHL game somewhere else.
Back to Reddit.
Yep.
Shout out to Reddit.
They got everything.
The best provider.
What's their slogan? The front page of the internet? So true.
Is that their slogan?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice. You guys got any recommends or warrants this week?
Well, I got a slew of them.
Oh, you do?
I'm good to go right now.
Cover me, man. I got no recommend or warrant. I've
no.
watched anything, listened to anything. I just
Man.
All right.
My first recommend, the Call of Duty franchise. I know the last 5 years they've done us astray by giving us people flying in helicopters and cyborg ninjas, but Black Ops 4 is the return of the Call of Duty you know and love.
Yeah.
Tons of game modes. What they've done is they've taken every great shooter and stole every single good idea in order to make the perfect shooting game. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to fault this. They already have my money. But just like Fortnite, you have a battle royale where you drop in a helicopter, ones or twos or fours.
It's not like the Fortnite one.
It's not Fortnite.
It's more like PUBG.
It's more like PUBG, but refined PUBG, which makes it one of the best.
Now, are all these shooting games, I think we had a discussion before, but I don't know if it was on the pod, but all these shooting games, are they kind of going towards that Fortnite model, trying to kind of copy it?
It's a mode in the game. So Fortnite only has a battle royale. They're like, okay, there's one block of the game is that. So they're tackling it. It's a good version of it because they're a massive and they can put together a steady program with it. Now the generic game Overwatch is one of the most popular games in the world right now as well. Your character now has a special ability that they can use, and they have a little perk they have, but it doesn't interfere with the play. There's a cooldown for the ability, exactly like Overwatch. You can heal yourself instead of it being automatic. You have to press a button, just like Overwatch. So now they've stole aspects from that game to make their game better as well. And then you have the actual Call of Duty aspect of it, and then you go into zombies. So they just put together the best parts of a shooter, and they created one solid play experience. The game is worth your $80, $70, $90.
All right.
So that's my recommend, and I also warn. My warn is with the legalized marijuana. Now
where is this gonna go?
No, now is not the time to go out and work and say that you're smoking marijuana. Like, not yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's still a stigma. You can say after work I'm gonna go for drinks. You can't say right now after work I'm gonna go and get high. It's not that time yet. You gotta let it become natural.
The norm.
Right?
Quote unquote norm.
Yeah, people are still going to judge you, right? If you say you are getting high every day. That's
a good word.
Yeah, well, I was on Facebook this morning.
I thought we were progressive.
Yeah, that would be great, but not at work. Just not yet. I saw on Facebook this morning there was a guy and his big post smoking a big joint in front of the police station in his Facebook post in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Like, no.
Like, why would you do that anyway? Like, what?
People are not.
It's not like you wouldn't take a beer bottle or a drink and go drink in front of a police station.
Well, you can't. That's the thing. It's against the law. You can't drink in public. You can smoke. Anywhere you can smoke marijuana. So if you can actually technically do it, you should not broadcast. Like,
that
it's
you're doing
not.
it.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, that's a good one. You said you had nothing else. I'm gonna recommend A Star Is Born. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm gonna recommend Star Is Born. My warn is Venom. Funny, the 2 movies that came out this weekend, I watched them both. I'm gonna warn against Venom. This seems to be I don't know if it's divisive is the right word. Like, everyone critically, it's horrible. It got horrible reviews.
Yeah.
Everyone that, even when I came out of the movie, everyone was like, "Oh man, that was good. That was good." And I'm sitting there like, "What did you watch? Did we watch the same thing?" The villain was cartoonish.
Well, it is a comic book movie.
Yeah, but it's this. He was supposed to be a smart guy. I'm like, nothing he did was smart. Did not show his intelligence at all. I didn't understand the powers of the symbionts.
Who was it? Was it Carlton Drake?
Yeah. Didn't understand the powers of the symbionts. Again, CGI mess. I couldn't, the last fights, I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. They might as well just threw on scribbles on the screen and it would have been the exact same thing.
Pow, pow, sock, punch, guy dies.
The character Venom and Eddie Brock played both by
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I don't know why. Yeah, Drew Blank. Anyway, Tom Hardy. There's something good there. There is something good. It's just in a bad movie. Yeah, just wait till it comes out on Netflix. And it's a Sony thing, so it's not going to come out on Netflix. So I don't know when you're going to watch it.
When Venom joins
will.
the MCU next year, no, I think it's over.
They have the.
I think it's over. Disney,
Sony.
No, Sony.
Sony Spider-Man 3 is on there.
Is it on there?
Spider-Man
Yeah, you're
2.
right. I was thinking about Fantastic Four. I didn't remember any Spider-Man movies. Yeah, so it might be on Netflix.
Wait,
whatever.
Sony can still make Marvel stuff?
Yeah, it's stupid, man.
It's a partnership.
Man, that's rough.
And so, did Spider-Man show up in it?
No. He was on the IMDb and he's rumored. I'm guessing they just probably edited it out. I'm guessing there is a scene with him in there, but they probably just edited it out. The cameo at the end is god awful. There's a final scene at the end and it's awful.
They made a final scene?
Yeah, it's awful.
I could appreciate copycat art. I could appreciate them putting something together. And
if you guys, I'm not going to say it on a podcast, but if you guys want to hear about it later, or you can probably just YouTube it. It's it takes you right out of the movie. You're like, what the hell is this?
Why did I watch this?
But anyway, that's my.
Does it tease a next movie?
Yes.
Okay, well that's cool.
But it takes you when you see it, you're like,
it just ruins everything.
You're taken right out of the movie, and you're just like, oh, it's him. So
it's him.
Again, I'm not going to ruin it, but
you ever see those 80s horror movies and they never said who the killer was and
they played a pronoun game.
Yeah. No, they never said who the killer was, but then there was parts where they were just supposed to kill someone and you'd have the view, the first person view from the killer and they're killing someone and the victim's like, oh, it's you?
Yeah, they're playing, anyone would talk like that.
Yeah, I know. They wouldn't say the name. They're like, oh my god, it's you? I think next week. Yeah, I know you're not here next week, but I think next week we're gonna do a top horror movies.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I wish I was here.
Oh,
you don't watch horror movies here?
I've seen a lot.
It's my time talking.
In the last 5 years, I would say I probably have seen one or two.
I'm making a conscious effort to try and watch more.
Really?
Because when I was a kid, I was obviously scared of them, but now I can watch them and go, okay, it's just a movie. You don't really have to be scared or whatever. There are certain things that kind of gross me out. I don't know if you ever watch Hostel.
Yeah.
What really grosses me out in movies when people cut the Achilles heel.
Yeah.
I cringe every time, but I can never watch it.
That's just that really hurts. Someone did that to you. Someone did that to you. I'd be like, oh man, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I cringe every
I'm
time
not
I
gonna
watch
get
it.
away.
Well, that scene
right
in
now.
Kill Bill, she slits the orderlies
Oh yeah, see,
I was like,
oh, I don't think you see it, but yeah, I don't think you see it, but
you see it quickly.
Yeah, but then you're like, ugh, yeah, stuff like that just makes you cringe.
I really want to see the new Halloween movie.
It's getting good reviews. I'm definitely gonna see that.
Well, it's you know who made it?
You told me, I forgot.
David Gordon Green.
Yeah.
And it was written by Danny McBride, who
that's
is
it.
Kenny Powers.
Yeah. So it's getting good reviews. I definitely want to watch that. So this one it's supposed to come place after the first Halloween.
Yeah.
They
forget every other Halloween.
Wow.
Every
except
other
for the
Halloween.
first one.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, forget the second Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis as well. It just takes place after the first. Whatever. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm definitely
good.
gonna see it.
I could have told you that Venom was gonna be terrible. In fact, I
We
probably
guessed
told
it.
you.
I think we
We
guessed
all
it.
knew
We
it was me.
we all guessed it.
Doesn't mean Nash isn't going to watch it. It
Yeah,
just
I
means that
watched
we
a
all
lot.
think it's he was going to go see it anyway.
I'm glad you bit that bullet.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will now not go see it.
I'm gonna watch a lot. Oh, another warning I have is
Oh, a lot of hate.
I just gotta get this out because I probably won't be out. Another warning I have is the Oscars, and sorry,
What?
not the Oscars themselves, but
Oscar the
actual
Grouch?
Oscar season.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. We are in Oscar season.
We are in Oscar season right now. Just like Get Out was last year, right? Is proof that you don't have to have your movies all in Oscar season. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have to watch 10 to 15 movies in a 2 to 3 month span.
Yeah.
Like, that's too much.
Yeah,
That's
but they
way
do
too
the
much.
recency
How
bias,
many
right?
I know,
do
but
you, in the last 2 months, how many movies have you watched?
I mean, I'm different, though.
Okay.
I'm different.
I'm different.
You're a
Yeah,
movie
I'm
connoisseur.
I literally, the best picture movies nominated, I'll literally burn through them in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll do that.
So what's the complaint here? I don't get it.
But will you do that? Will you go into? I would like to see.
I'll go see what I want to see.
Yeah.
I don't like. I didn't see La La Land or
No,
you know what I mean. Like,
obviously.
I'm not wasting my time.
But I would
I'm not
like
going
to
see Star Is Born. I'm not wasting my time with stuff like that.
Whoa, you're not going to see Star Is
I
Born?
don't want to see it, man. I've seen it before.
No,
Like
you haven't, because you haven't watched the other two.
Crossroads.
You haven't watched the other two Stars is Born. So
All
you're
those
done.
movies, like
Get outta here, man.
Crossroads,
This
they're
is
all the
better than
same,
Crossroads.
man.
This is better than
It's,
Crossroads.
you see, it's the same story.
No, it's better than Crossroads, man. I am
well,
telling
yeah,
you.
a lot of things are better than
I
Crossroads.
am telling you, as a film lover, well, as who you are, Stars Born is worth it. Worth the watch.
Wow.
I'm just telling you.
I don't see anything in there that's like.
It'll be on Netflix in like 3 months. I don't know.
I don't know about that,
I
but
don't know
like,
that, but-
I'm sure one day I will see it. But like, to be honest, like, there's nothing that gets me going for it. Like, the story just seems like I've heard this story many times. Like, I want to. If I'm going to spend money at the theater now, I want to see something. Either I'm really invested in, like Halloween. Sure, it's not original, but like. You know,
I was about to bring that up.
No. but like, I'm a big fan of like Danny
that's
McBride
fine.
and David Gordon Green, and I think that's an interesting group of people to make that story to see how it goes. But like, you know, I want to see like Bad Times at El Royale. Like, it's an original story.
Yeah, I
I
wanna
want to
see
see that, right? Like,
No, it's a remake.
it is.
Yeah, it's a remake.
Yeah.
No, it's an original movie.
Bad Times are better. No, it's a remake, dude.
I don't know, man. Check it out. It's- Anyways, like, I want to see stuff that, you know, like when I saw Dunkirk. I know it's a World War II story, but like,
Yeah.
you know, it's the way it was told. You saw how it was told. Like, it was,
Yeah,
it was
for sure. I
very
liked
original.
it. No, this is the way he did it. That's why I liked it. The same reason you'd watch Halloween is the same reason I would say watch Stars Born, because it's just the performances and everything that's put together. It's great.
I'm sure
You'll watch. I'm sure you'll watch it eventually, and then next year you'll say, "Okay, it was a good movie."
I had no problem seeing it, coming back and saying, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
getting me to see it is the tough part.
But anyway, my beef with the Oscar season is wouldn't you want to see like a good type quality movie like that maybe in the summertime or
Sometimes they do that. There's always like
Sometimes,
one or two
yeah, one or
movies
two.
that come out earlier in the year. Like, there's like that movie Quiet Place is getting buzz.
yeah, that I loved.
Obviously Black Panther, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it happens.
Stuff like that. It's just they cram in, you know, the ones that they're trying for Oscars all on the same side, and just spread it out a little bit. We don't need that anymore.
You don't like anything crammed in together into like, you're always like, wait, spread it out, slow down. You gotta
Yeah,
like,
slow down.
All right.
Slow down. Why are you trying to give it to us all at one time? Slow down. We're not going anywhere. That's it. Let's get into some sports right now. Sports. NFL Week 6. Let's start off with the Pats and Chiefs. The Pats beat the Chiefs 43-40.
Yep.
Anything from this game that is this the AFC Championship game though, Smith? Is this it?
No.
No.
No? You
No.
don't think so? Okay.
And you know what?
I also don't agree. But
Here's, you know what happens to Andy Reid teams after Thanksgiving. Here's the thing. I don't care who you think. Like, the Patriots are the Patriots. Remember the beginning, we were like, oh, we don't know, yada yada yada. Okay.
No.
They were
Some of you may have, but no.
Yeah, that's true.
I asked the questions.
Yeah.
I knew they would just come to form.
So now the fact that this kid hung with this team, because right now they're clicking all cylinders, the Patriots.
Well, the first half he wasn't that great.
Who?
Mahomes. You're talking about Mahomes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
the first
he
half,
hung,
the
but he
first
still
half.
hung. He almost came
Yeah.
back and won this game.
Yeah.
It shows a lot for his character. That's really what he got of that. I'm okay with them losing this game, like, because I'm not a fan. I don't care. But like, the fact that he came, and if it's a shootout, he came to go into a shootout, and he almost got it done. Says a lot about him. Says a lot about this team, and like I'm happy for them, man. It's really it.
Who else?
This game is over.
Yeah, like what? Sorry, I don't mean to. It's what 28-3 in the first.
It's the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals.
But they're in Arizona. Sorry, guys. This is bad.
Sorry, guys. We're letting you in the court. Right now we're watching the Broncos and Cardinals on Thursday night.
He threw a pick that ran back for like 56 yards, and I was like, well, that's done.
Yeah, sorry.
It's probably the worst Thursday night game of the year. And there've been some pretty good ones.
Most of the primetime games have been good.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I don't mean to cuck this KC,
No, go on.
KC New England story, but like when we were talking about our games we were choosing last week, and I was laughing at you for choosing the Green Bay San Fran. That was a really good game.
That was probably a good game.
That was a really good game.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I was like looking at it. Anyway, any thoughts on the KC Pats?
Game is advertised, right? Like the total was 59.5, and everyone's like, yeah, take the over. Like, that's 60 points, man. How are they going to do that? Well, they did it.
They did
it. They got 83 points. But it's everything you wanted to see in like that's like, it was one of those games as advertised. We got what we wanted. We got a shootout. We got we saw the probably the greatest quarterback of all time against like one of the new gunslingers, and it's just I was entertained. Obviously, there's some sloppy defense both ways. But will this be the AFC Championship? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. This game basically came down to whoever had the ball last.
Yeah.
That was basically it. Whoever had the ball last. Because KC could have won this game.
Yeah, but like they. I mean, I know they didn't plan to give so much time at the end there to Brady, but like,
Mahomes just went down. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill was just gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was one play, and they're tied again. Like,
can't really do much about Tyreek Hill.
So it's just, it was as advertised. It was one of those games where we knew what was going to happen, and it all happened. And most of us picked the Pats to win, didn't we?
I think we all picked.
Yeah, we all picked the Pats to win. We all picked the Pats to win. So as advertised. Steelers and the Bengals.
Another good game.
So I guess, as you said, Smythe, the Steelers are done playing around.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't want to be like, oh my god, they're so talented, they can't like not win this division. But
it came down to that penalty at the end, no?
Yeah, it was a close game. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Cincinnati played as good as they could play.
Mm-hmm.
That just like Antonio Brown.
There's too many weapons.
Connor's back. Like, Connor didn't have a bad game.
He had a great game. He had 2 touchdowns, over 100 scrimmage yards. I'm curious to see what they're going to do because apparently Bell is coming back. They got a bye week this week, and then next week Bell is coming back. So we'll see what's going to happen.
You're playing both.
I mean, I guess you could.
They're not going to get the same touches. Like, they're not going to get the even amount of touches. Obviously, I would think Bell's going to take up more now.
I don't know. Like, how do you do that to Connor though? Right? Like, how do you? He's gotten you to where they are now, which I don't think it's the record is indicative of what he's done, but like he's done his part. Like, he's done more than enough than they thought he would. So I mean, sure, they're probably going to alternate, and they're going to be fresher.
How about trading Bell?
For what though? Why?
If you sit Bell and commit to Connor, you're going to keep this guy his whole career.
Oh, you're saying save Connor?
If you turn on right now, I'm saying if you turn on right now and you put the Bell in the starting lineup and you sit Connor down, as soon as there's a chance, he's gone. Bell's going to leave, Connor's going to leave, you're looking for a running back.
Not if you pay Connor.
Someone else
didn't pay Bell.
Yeah.
Well, you pay him as a running back. You're going to pay Connor like wages as a running back.
It's not like any other leagues where you get, for staying on the same team, you get more money, right? It's just any team can pay you. Mm-hmm. So that's why guys move all the time in the NFL. I think if you commit to Connor now, you're going to get a running back for the next 5 to 6 years.
That's what I'm saying. I thought Bell would not be played with the Steelers this season. I thought they would have traded him. And they still could.
I don't think they should.
You don't think they should?
Well, what are they going to get back? Draft picks, right?
Yeah, maybe a third round. Maybe a third round.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And for what? You trade him to another team that's going to get in your way of the Super Bowl, right? Like, because obviously he's going to go to contender, right? Unless you trade him to, like, say, the Raiders, right? Like, then you just... but there's no point, right? Who's going to make that trade because he's a free agent after this year, right? Like,
well, I'll ask you this, Wells. Do you think the Steelers can win this division?
Yeah. The division's wide open, but Baltimore's starting to scare me.
Baltimore's the best defense in the league.
Well, I mean,
They probably have the best defense.
there's not that much defense in the league right now.
No.
But they're scary right now. Like their defense is good, but like it's not like their defense is swarming.
No.
But I mean, yeah, they shut out Tennessee, but that's Tennessee, right? Like
Tennessee's been scoring 9 points.
yeah, exactly.
6
Like
points.
and they couldn't even get a field goal.
Yeah.
Like no, this division's wide open. Even the Browns too, right? Like I know they got their butt kicked last week.
Oh, you
like,
can make an argument they should be
5-1.
they should be ahead of the division. You can make that argument.
Sure,
but
you can
they
also
are
make the
with it.
argument that the Steelers could be 4-1.
We
right?
say this every week.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Yeah, we say that.
I said at the beginning of the year, I said it's going to be might be the best division of the year, and it's showing. Like even the Bengals are up there. They only lost by what, 1?
Yep.
And
you can argue they shouldn't have lost anyway because it was that missed call at the end.
Yeah.
So, man, this division is full of they could have won here, they could have won there, they could have won there.
all close games.
yeah, we're a third of the way through the season, so we still got 2 more thirds to see what happens, how it shakes down. And obviously, getting Bell back is going to be huge for the team. Whether it's running back by committee, which might not be the best, might not be the worst thing because you'll have fresher backs and you can confuse the D a bit more. You could have both of them out at the same time. They're both good at blocking, so
Yeah.
that's another block for Ben.
Well, you can have
If you
two
get
running backs on both sides of the backfield, and then Antonio Brown, Smith Schuster, and who's the other guy?
we got the tight ends. They got McDonald and Jesse James. You got a lot of weapons with them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Let's just say it like that.
I don't think he gets dealt.
No, it's too late now.
I think.
I think one more week.
I think they
Yeah,
will.
one more
I think they should. I don't know if they will. I think they should.
Well, it's like I
But-
said. If they trade him, no one's going to trade for him. Like you're going to be a contender if you trade.
Yeah,
for him,
you're
right?
gonna have to be a contender.
So if they were to face someone in their conference or end up in the Super Bowl against an NFC team, like why would you want to face him? Like
yeah.
it's just adding another weapon to a team that you need to beat.
Speaking of defenses, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Jaguars.
This surprise of the week.
Jeez, man, I was looking out there for like Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith the way that the way Dallas was playing, or the way that Jacksonville allowed them to play.
I can't believe this, man.
Jacksonville didn't have a
Jacksonville's-
good game though.
Pardon me?
Dak Prescott didn't have a good
Everyone
game.
had a good game.
No, Prescott had a good game. Prescott definitely had a good game.
Jacksonville's 3-3 now, and
They were supposed to be the best defense in the league.
they're supposed to be the best defense in the league. They're supposed to, continue their dominance of last year, which they probably were the best team in the AFC, even though they lost to the Pats. But man, they might be phonies.
Maybe
I'm calling it. Honestly,
Wow.
I think they're phonies, guys.
That was big. You just threw that out there.
Bortles didn't have a great game.
Yeah, that's 2 games in a row. He's looked bad.
2 games in a row after we
And 3 out of 4.
after we kind of gave him that praise, and then now he's just like.
He's like, I am who you thought I was.
Yeah, man, it's just 40-7. 40-7,
Is that the final?
Yeah.
Last I saw it was 37-7, but
40-7, Smythe. It was just embarrassing.
Here's my thing. We knew that Dallas was better than they were playing.
I didn't know that.
I didn't.
I didn't know that. I still don't think they're that good. I do not think they're that good.
I think they're
Even though they have
the
2 good
Jags
weeks.
were
Anyway,
the Jags were -3 favorites on the road.
Yeah.
Which implies that they would have been -9 favorites at home.
Which makes absolute sense. But I mean, so Prescott threw for 183 yards.
Yeah, 17
He,
for.
he did not play
Oh,
good.
no, it's not that he didn't play good. It's when you're up the whole game, you don't need to throw the ball, right?
Exactly. He also he ran 11 times during the game too.
Yeah,
So,
he was using his wheels the whole time.
and they dropped 40 on arguably one of the best defenses in the league.
But they're not, though. Do you look at that team and say, yeah, the Jaguars are the best defense in the league? They're not.
Yeah, but the players are there. Like they were
The
great.
players are there, but they're not
They're
playing.
great last year. The players were there. They've been lit up.
The Ravens are the best. I would say
Twice.
probably the best defense in the
Yeah,
league.
right
but
now. But I mean, just like
Jaguars are horrible.
Jacksonville's had a great defense for the past 4 seasons now. We'll say
I wouldn't say that far
And
back. But yeah, the
players are still there. They should be better than getting
But they're
dunked
not.
on for 40. No, they're not playing great right now. And I don't know. It's just your quarterback's not clicking, and you're not stopping guys. You're gonna lose all the football games. That's where we are right now. But it also could be just like they laid an egg.
The last 2 weeks, they've allowed 30 from the Chiefs and 40 now from the Cowboys.
Yeah, but you're playing the Chiefs. The Chiefs are gonna score 30.
I get that one.
Yeah, but this
Cowboys, I don't
This is like okay, something's wrong.
And there was a pick 6 by Bortles, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So They're looking awful right now. Anything else you want to touch on the NFL? 49ers in Green Bay. That was a good game.
Pretty good game. I feel bad for the 49ers. They could have won that game.
Yep.
I mean, they were leading most of it, but
Aaron Rodgers was kind of picking them apart.
Aaron Rodgers does Aaron Rodgers things.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers doing Aaron Rodgers
CJ
things.
Beathard was picking apart the Packers. The Packers defense is suspect.
But they always have been.
They always happen.
It's like, you know
what's crazy? This team has been it's McCarthy, right?
Yeah.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What else? How long has Aaron Rodgers been in Green Bay?
For a decade.
Who else has he brought in there?
Oh, no.
Who else has been on that team?
Nobody comes to that team to play.
You can't draft anybody? You can't bring it?
They keep, like...
They got Clay Matthews. 1 year.
1 year,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. At that time, like 5-6 years ago, they got a good player. Like, he was a good
brought
talk.
Jimmy Graham in this year, but whatever.
Like Jimmy Graham's the end.
Yes, I know.
Of being productive.
It's true. They never bring anyone in.
They don't draft anybody? They don't bring anybody in?
They got Clinton Dix is pretty good.
Sorry, yeah.
That's probably their best draft pick in the last decade.
In a decade. You know what I mean? Like, when Aaron Rodgers is not on the field, that team is garbage. It's the worst in the league.
Yeah.
Like, McCarthy, you can't do anything for this team?
No.
Like, I feel, man. Well, Aaron Rodgers signed there, so I was about to say I feel bad for him, but he signed there.
They had a dangerous receiver corps like a year or two ago, and everyone left. I don't know how else to say it.
But they just put guys in that like Devontae Adams is a number one receiver now.
Yeah.
Like he's a stud, and then they just throw in these guys like Equinemius, St. Brown, what's his name, Valdez Scantling, like these creative character names that they come up with.
Yeah,
Great.
And like they're just
someone's got to catch the ball.
Well, you run this route and I'll throw it to you.
Yeah,
and that's all they need to do, right? Like he's
Can
making
you catch?
stars
Yeah.
out of people.
Okay.
That guy's made so much money for people.
Oh,
like
I think he's the best at that in the league. He's better than Tom Brady at it.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like Tom Brady is more of a system, whereas Aaron Rodgers is more of like, let me just run this route here, bud, and I'll.
I mean, but the problem is they leave, right? The guys don't stay.
Well, they don't want to pay them. Why would you pay them if you can just plug someone else in?
Yeah. Well, they just I don't know. They tried. Who do they pay and then just got hurt immediately right away towards ACL?
Who?
Receiver?
Yeah.
No, Cobb was out. Maybe it's Allison, but they didn't pay him. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I think okay, whatever. Anything else you guys want to touch on? Nothing?
other games. We said the Browns got beat.
Mm-hmm.
Our favorite quarterback, Nathan Peterman.
He came back.
Well, Josh Allen got hurt.
Yep.
And then Peterman got them the lead, and then promptly gave it back with a pick six and then another pick to end the game. So that guy has to be I don't like to jump in with the hyperbole of the worst quarterback of all time, but he probably is the worst quarterback of all time.
He's the worst quarterback.
No. Who's backing up Aaron Rodgers?
Starter opportunity.
Oh, Kaiser? Yeah,
Kaiser's the worst quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
If there was ever a game where they faced each other, someone has to win.
First of all, it's must-watch
It'd be
TV.
a tie.
Yeah, you have to watch it.
It would be must-watch, but I think it ended in a tie.
Kaiser actually was a starter a whole season, did not win a game, so he has the worst
he's
quarterback
horrible.
record of all time.
He's 0-15 as a starter.
Yeah, he has the worst quarterback record in the history of the league. Well, I guess it has to be the worst record.
Surprise! Miami going in, beating Chicago in overtime with Brock Osweiler.
Yep.
Against the supposed best defense in the league.
Apologies.
Tore them up for 31.
Suppose it's a good.
Well, I mean, they were last week it was the Bears, the best defense in the league, and then this week it's the Ravens, right? Like it's
a carousel.
It is. Denver gave the Rams a go. Baltimore, 21-0 against Tennessee. It was an entertaining week, very entertaining week.
Seahawks beat Oakland.
The game in England.
Yeah,
the Raiders are.
You can see John Gruden on the sidelines. My bad. He actually mouthed that. My bad.
That's so funny.
This guy is getting roasted for his first year in the league.
Well,
John Gruden.
You're making $10 million a year for the next 10 years.
10 years. Why?
Best contract ever.
I don't understand why they did that. Like, you could have gave him $10 million a year for 3 years and he would have been happy.
Yep.
Well, he probably said... I bet you Mark Davis walked in and was like, name your price. And he's like, $10 million a year for 10 years. And he's like, sold.
And he was shocked. He's like, what?
And he's like, I guess I'm doing it.
Yeah, all right, I guess. Can't say no to that, can you?
You can't.
But he's just getting, I'm always going to say this. He's getting roasted. I think it's unfair because I believe
How is it unfair?
I believe He came to the Raiders, looked at the team, and says, "We're not going to win. We don't have it."
Okay.
I fully believe he did that.
Well, then he trades his best player away.
And he traded his best player away.
And he's like,
I think he believed in Carr. A few people believe in Carr.
well, like their offense is the same offense that they had 2 years ago when
Yeah.
they were a threat, when they were like a Super Bowl threat.
Yeah, you called him to make the Super Bowl that year. Yeah,
No,
a lot of people
last
did.
year I called him to make the
Yeah,
Super
a
Bowl
lot of people
after the
did.
year they had where Carr got hurt right before the playoffs.
Yeah.
Carr was an MVP candidate before he got hurt, right?
Now, is Carr healthy?
Damaged goods, man.
Yeah, even till this day, is Carr healthy? And I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's also like going out there knowing you're going to stink.
Yeah.
Going out there knowing your defense is not going to stop anyone.
Yeah.
You have so much pressure on you. It's just, yeah, you're right. Like, you know, you can't, this is a 10-year window. You can't.
10-year window.
I mean, you can't give up after 1 year. I mean, I feel like they're going to suck for the next 2 years while they're in Oakland, and then maybe in Vegas they'll give it a shot. But like,
Well, aren't they? They're not in Vegas next year.
no, next year they're in Oakland for the last year.
That sucks.
I think you got to give him like 7 years.
I think this is the year.
Oh, you're paying him regardless.
Yeah, you're paying him regardless.
I think you draft a quarterback this year. If you're
Well,
Oakland,
they're going to have a nice pick.
No, yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
You draft a quarterback, you wouldn't just like hope Carr gets healthy and see what you got.
No, Vegas new quarterback. That's what I think you should do.
We'll see.
When
We'll
you-
see.
when
We'll
you
see
make
who's.
You make the move, you bring in a stud kid.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see. Power rankings time, Smith.
About time, man. About time. Okay.
Power rankings time. Let's see how you screwed this up this week.
No, this is a shakeup this week, right?
Let's get the honorable mentions out of the way. It's
That's what I'm worried about, Wells. It is a shake-up.
The Dolphins put down the Bears. I thought that was an accomplishment. Honorable mention for them. The Seahawks are getting it together.
Wait, you're putting down the Dolphins and the Bears for an honorable mention, or are you just putting down the Dolphins?
I'll mention.
Okay.
because
They put down the Bears.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry.
the Seahawks have got it together. Honorable mention. The last 2 weeks they have played well, and our Steelers are crawling back up there. They're figuring it out and putting together some wins.
They beat the Raiders.
Yeah, we just talk crap about the Raiders.
Hey, but I'm saying like back-to-back weeks. So the Steelers or the Seahawks, they look good now. They don't look like okay.
Okay.
So top 5, number 5, the Chargers.
Yep,
Man,
I agree with
Okay,
that.
I agree.
There.
Because look at who they lost to. They
Yep.
lost to the Rams and the Chiefs. Like,
And everyone else, they're getting it done. I like that a lot. Number 4, the Saints. Saints dropped spot. They didn't play.
They didn't play, yeah.
Whatever. But they're one of the 2 4-1 teams in the league. You got to get respect for that. The Rams didn't play well. Didn't lose. Still undefeated, though, right?
and they're not number one.
I know.
You put the Rams number
it's,
3.
It's hard. It's
Oh, my
hard.
goodness.
It's hard. But we have a huge jump this week. The New England Patriots have jumped
That's
up
fine.
to number 2.
That's fine. But if you're gonna put Casey number 1
They're,
we
after
have to.
losing to the Pats,
they're still number
after
1. man.
losing to the Pats,
there's-
you don't put the Rams number 1.
There is no shame
oh
in
my
losing.
God.
There's no shame in losing to the Patriots when they drop 43. There's no shame in that. My Kansas City Chiefs, I think they're still the toast of the league. If the Chiefs and the Rams played next week, I'd expect the Chiefs to win, the Chiefs to be favored. I think that they're still power ranking wise the top team in the league. Now, the Patriots, I would question more them going number 2. But they beat the Chiefs. You got to get some respect for that. I understand.
I agree with your list except for 3.
You're like, why are they at 3?
I would have went Rams, Pats, Chiefs. That's just me. I don't know how you feel about that, Wells.
I mean, the Rams should be first because they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope.
Like, I mean, they've beaten what?
Everyone
One of
they
the teams
face.
that's in your top 5.
Yep.
The Chargers. I don't know. I mean, it's your power rankings.
Yeah,
man.
it is your power rankings. It is your power
Your
rankings.
segment. I don't want you to cuck my segment when it comes up. So
All I'm saying is that the Rams are going to get a test. And once the next time they're tested, I don't think they're going to pull it out. I think they're a team that is beatable. They've pulled some out. But
Well, their
they're
next
not- they don't look
quote unquote
dominant,
test would be the Saints, and that's in 3 weeks.
right?
there you go.
And then after that, and then in 5 weeks, they play the Chiefs again. So you got 49ers, Packers, Saints, Seahawks, Chiefs.
Well, they will see the Chiefs.
Chiefs when
The 19th.
of November.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
On the pipe. But I bet you when that game happens, the Chiefs are favored. That's all I'm saying.
Where is it?
In LA.
Okay, they won't be favored. There's no way.
-6. Rams.
-6, eh?
I got 3. I think if we're playing Casey don't be favorites. I got
Patriots are
minus
-3
or
against
2.5.
the Chiefs this week. So
Yeah.
Rams are a better team. But okay.
All right, so let's get into some picks. Last week, week 6, Smythe, you went 3 of 5. Yeah. Wells, you went 4 of 5, and I also went 4 of 5. And now Smythe is on the year. Oh, sorry. And on the year, I am 17 of 30. Wells, you're 19 of 30 in the lead, and Smythe, you're
That's 19-11 for everyone at home.
Yeah.
19-11.
You're actually running away with it right now.
And then Smythe, you're 17 of 30.
Yeah.
Time zone games, you are 1 and 2.
Yeah, because you picked the Browns this week.
Yep.
In a time zone game. All right.
I took the Browns too.
I know.
They screwed me.
But you didn't say it was time zone game, did you? All right, so let's make some picks. Wells, I will give you. You can audible one of these picks
If I need to.
if you need to. I'll give you audible. So we got Pats at Bears. Pats are -3. I'll say my picks first, just so you don't think I'm
That
trying to
doesn't matter.
screw everyone over. I'm picking the Pats in this one. Wells, who do you got in this?
Looking for the Bears to come back strong.
Bears.
Left a little sour taste in their mouth, losing to the Dolphins. I think they
You think they're that talented?
I think
to
they
come back with
overlooked.
the Pats?
I think they overlooked them a bit because they're like, oh, Brock Osweiler's coming in.
Yeah.
Like,
This is over.
like okay, yeah, like no problem, we got this. I think they're a little ticked off about that. I think Nagy will have them fired up back at home.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And New England isn't the same team on the road as they are at home.
They're not. I'm looking for Josh Gordon to be coming more into form now.
Yeah,
they
he's
seem
fine.
to find in receivers.
Their offense is clicking right now.
And I just don't think they're going to lose against the Bears. Smythe, who do you got in this one?
I can't not take the Patriots right now.
Ooh.
It's like
Oh, really?
Trubisky. The Bears, this is for division lead, but I don't think they're a team that is like, we need to take this division, we need to take control of it. I don't think they're those people, and I think
Who's winning? Who's
I
winning?
don't think they're
There's 3 teams tied for division lead, so like every game, like games are important right now, right? I don't think the Bears are the kind of team that like, hey, we need this win for the division. We don't care who's coming into town. I think the New England Patriots are like, we can't let Miami take this from us. We need to win. So,
All right, so you got the Pats. Panthers at Eagles. Eagles are -5. I'm taking the Panthers.
the Eagles are at home.
That's what I said.
I know. I'm just telling you that they're at home.
That's what I said. The Panthers at Eagles. I know they're at home.
Sorry, who are you taking?
The Panthers.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to correct you for.
Oh,
your
you're trying to say that
Yeah,
the Eagles are at home.
yeah.
I just don't.
What?
I don't think the Eagles are there yet. I just don't. And I think the Panthers, they're not one of the top teams, but they're the next tier underneath them.
Yeah.
I think, as far as the Panthers are
They're
concerned.
playing
And I'm scared of the Eagles. They just don't.
Sorry?
The Eagles. I'm scared of.
Who's playing great?
Panthers.
They
Panthers.
just lost to the Redskins.
No, they lost to the Redskins.
No.
The R words.
How's that? Yeah, how's
The
that?
R's.
How's
No,
that?
that's what I said. I said I'm not. They're not one of the top teams. I think they're the next tier below.
Tier below.
So you're taking the
Panthers.
Panthers.
The Panthers.
Okay.
I'm just scared. I just think the Eagles aren't there yet, and I think that loss to the R words, the Panthers are going to come out strong in this one. So that's why I'm taking the Panthers. Smythe.
I'm taking the Eagles. Just quickly, like the Eagles, if you want to attack Philly, the way you attack them is you go deep, you go sidelines, you roast their corners because their corners are an island. They are the whole game. Nobody helps them. It's a blitz, and if you can win out there, and I think that's the hardest throw for Cam Newton to make. Cam Newton doesn't go deep down the sidelines enough. Olsen's back, but I don't think it's enough to stop Eagles from dropping 30.
Dropping 30 on them, eh?
Yeah.
What do you got in this one, Willis?
I got the Eagles as well.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bit more rest coming to this game. They had the Thursday nighter last week, so they got an extra 3 days on the Panthers, who were on the road last week. Eagles are coming home. And I'm not impressed by the Panthers at all. I don't know why you guys are riding them like they're or Nash. I don't get it, man. They just lost.
Every year he picks the Panthers at least 10 times. To win. It doesn't. I think he's a Cam Newton like super fan.
I do like Cam Newton. I
But
do
he
like Cam Newton.
secretly doesn't tell us how
Oh,
much.
man.
He
I'm going
likes
to take
them.
the defending champs to win this one.
The Eagles have only dropped 30 points once this season.
Yeah, on the Giants.
Yeah.
And the total is only 45.
Yeah.
Saints at Ravens.
Yeah, that's a good one. This is probably the game of the week.
I'm taking the Ravens. Defense coming to form. I think they're the best defense right now. Next week will probably be somebody else. They're the best defense in the league. Quarterback play, he's not screwing up. So
He's not stirring up. That's a plus. We're gonna take him the win. That's good.
So
I
I'll
like
take
that.
the win.
I like that.
What else do you got in this one?
I got the Ravens.
Also the Ravens too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Drew
yeah.
Brees is not the same quarterback on the road, especially in the dome.
No, you need
Not
that
in a
dome.
dome. That's it. Like
Flacco. I don't know why.
Flacco's playing well, man.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Flacco's not screwing up. I said him. I couldn't think of his name.
That guy's not making a mess of things. I'm going the other way.
Saints.
The Saints are coming off a bye week, and they have the Kamara Ingram running back combo. They're not going to slow down. It's going to be extremely hard to stop them. And if you're Baltimore right now, they're panicking, figuring what they're going to do. And I don't know if there's a way to solve this team right now. Let's just not talk about that. Leafs got shut out, by the way. I don't know. Just a quick aside.
It
There.
happens.
Well,
happens.
That's crazy.
They did play Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So you're taking the Saints. You like offense, Smythe. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. More points.
You just love offense.
You love the
points to win
NFL this year.
football games.
Cowboys at Washington. The Washington Football Giants. Sorry, the Washington Football Giants.
Whatever. You know what? Call whatever you want.
The
Actually,
Washington Football Team.
call
I
me
don't know why I call them
Herbert.
the Giants. Washington is -5. I'm taking Washington.
No,
This
minus 1.5.
-1. Sorry, no, -1.5. You're right. Sorry.
On the road?
No,
No, they're at
it's
home.
in it's in
-1 at
Washington.
home.
Yeah.
The team from Washington -1.
I'm taking Washington.
You're taking Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Well, same thing.
Who do you got? Panthers or Cowboys? Last week, or in a matchup, who would you have?
Who?
Who would I
Sorry,
take?
Who would you take? Panthers or Cowboys in a match?
Oh,
Panthers.
Yeah, so I think the Redskins could take the Cowboys.
the
like-
team
Our worst-
from
our-
Washington.
Yeah, they
from
just
Washington.
beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could take Washington too.
Yeah.
So they could take it on.
I'm going the other way. I think Dallas has figured it out.
Look at you and your road
Yeah,
dogs this
right?
week.
I
He also likes Cowboys too.
I love Alex Smith as a quarterback. Love him.
Why?
Because he's consistent. He doesn't need the big play. He doesn't have to throw over 300 yards.
Sorry, I got confused. Wait, you're taking Washington?
Yeah,
And you're taking Cowboys?
No, I'm taking Dallas. I'm taking Dallas.
I'm taking Washington.
Even
Oh,
though
because he started going
yeah,
on about
yeah,
Alex
yeah,
Smith.
no,
I'm like,
no,
wait,
yeah.
what did you?
Even though I do love Alex Smith, is what I'm saying. I
I'm
think
confused
that
too.
So
I
you're gonna
think
pick you're gonna pick the Cowboys and then start going on about how Washington's good.
no, I'm saying I love Alex Smith as a quarterback, but I think Dallas is going to ram the ball down their throats, is what I was going to say. And I don't know if Washington has an answer for that. So I think that's going
You
to
see how that would confuse us, though, Smite.
Definitely. You just didn't let me finish. Just didn't let me finish. I was going to finish my point there.
Last I got Bengals at Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs, too. It's a tough schedule for the Bengals there.
Chiefs are
rough.
-6.
That is rough.
Oh yeah, coming up. Yeah, they're
Jesus.
Let's switch this game up
Oh.
Audible?
because we're all going to take the Chiefs.
all right. Audible.
Let's take a game that's a bit more undecided between all.
The
of us.
Rams at San Francisco?
No.
Because you're all going to pick. We're all going to pick. We're all going to pick the Rams, even though you don't have the number one in your power rankings.
Detroit as 3-point favorites in Miami with Brock Osweiler again as the quarterback
Lions
in Miami.
at Miami. Last
Call
time
me
you
audible.
last time you audibled and you called the Dolphin game again.
You just like watching the Dolphins play, don't you?
You got to pick.
Sure, I'll lead the way.
Yeah.
I'll take Detroit. Coming off a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Miami. I don't know, man. I guess I think the Bears last week were looking ahead. They thought they had an easy matchup against Brock Osweiler, and they knew they were playing New England this week. So that's one of those classic look-ahead games. The Vikings had it earlier this year against the Bills when they were playing the Rams the next week.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're looking at that again with Miami. I think they so that's more of like a shot at the Bears from the previous week. They played poorly, whereas I think a team coming off the bye week against Miami and Brock Osweiler is not going to lightning can't strike twice.
Brock Osweiler. You called it Lions as well.
So we're all picking the Lions. Your
Okay.
audibles
All right.
suck.
I thought you would take Miami because you took them to take the division. So
And you're in your audible mentions as far as power rankings are
Bye
concerned.
weeks are important.
Confused
in
me
this
so much,
league,
man.
in this league, bye weeks are important, and I don't think that the Lions are as bad as everyone thinks they are.
Should we
I
have
don't
another
think they're bad.
Should we have another category? Smite's bye week games.
oh my god,
Coming out of the bye coming out of the bye week. Coming out of the bye week.
weeks.
Coming out of the bye week. He's now picked the Saints and the Lions.
Is there? Well, the two teams that came out bye weeks. So
You got any extra juice there?
Yeah, I do
As far as
actually.
betting is
Oh,
concerned?
you got a ticket?
There's some nice bets
Give me
here.
a
I hope you
ticket.
guys took some of my bets last week. So I took the Falcons last week was one of my picks. That was
They
my
won-
big pick of the week, and they covered by.
Did they win by 4?
Yeah, they won by 5. So this week, the Chargers and the Titans are playing in England, and it's the Chargers are only -6.5. So that's, I mean, they're both in a time zone switch,
Yep.
Smythe, so I don't know what that means to you, but Jacksonville's -4.5 at home to Houston. I know we're just talking crap about Jacksonville and how I think they're phonies, but if they are proving that they're not phonies, this
gotta
would be a
beat 'em.
game where they're going to
This
win.
is the time.
So 4.5 seems like a low number for me. I think they could win by a touchdown if all cylinders are firing. And other than that, I think Atlanta -4 at home on the Monday Nighter against the Giants. I think that's a low number for Atlanta. Like Tampa last week, that was a -3 spread. This week, they add one more point against the Giants, who were terrible. Like, Eli Manning really going to do anything? So I think 4 is a very low number against the Giants, and I say take Atlanta.
Tampa's horrible.
Tampa
they're
is
not
bad.
horrible.
Tampa is horrible, man.
What are they? How do they?
Put a Fitzpatrick back, please.
Just give me something to be excited about.
Anyway, sorry.
Are they horrible?
Yeah, they're horrible.
I
They're
don't-
pretty bad.
They scored 29 last week.
Just because they scored 20.
They lost.
They lost.
Yeah, but they're not going to beat Atlanta.
They look bad.
Yeah,
You
Atlanta
watched-
was 1-4 coming to that game.
Do you see that game? Like, they don't look good.
No, they don't look.
They don't look good at
They
all.
don't look good. Like, it's not their fault. What do you want to do?
Anything else you want to throw in there?
That's it, man. That's
No,
all I
it's
got.
fine. Sorry.
They got a time zone game.
You don't want to. You don't want.
But
to
it's
on your
not-
resume.
Which game?
Tennessee.
Hmm?
Tennessee's going to LA.
Dude, I just said. It's in England.
Oh, it doesn't count then. That was an easy
Were
win.
you not listening to him?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
I did not. Yeah, 9:30 a.m. I didn't know they were playing in England.
Just
He
said.
just said it.
Whatever.
Jeez.
You know what? Fine.
Let's move on to some MLB playoffs.
Let's go.
Start off with let's start off with the game last night.
Well,
I think we were the only two who were actually watching the whole thing. Everybody else didn't seem to go
it went pretty late. I was committed to it.
Probably the best game.
Best game of the playoffs so
Yeah.
far this year. The controversy, the fact that it's back and forth, high scoring, like it was entertaining, even though it was 4.5 hour long game. But I got a bone to pick. I know you were watching it, Nash Smythe. I know you weren't, so
We're just assuming that. And
you can just take a breather here. So, like, video review in sports,
I hate it.
I don't hate it,
I hate it.
but I think it's not getting used properly. So there was an incident in the first inning where Altuve hits a shot, and it looks like it's a home run. Betts makes a ridiculous attempt to catch it, which I thought if there wasn't interference, he would have caught it.
Yep.
So the rule is, if a ball is out of play and it's not in the field of play, so if it was a home run, it was going to go over the fence. If a player jumps into the crowd to catch it and interferes with a fan, it's a home run, right? Like it's the fan isn't coming out of his seat over into the field of play to obstruct the play, right?
Yeah.
It's coming to him. The fan is standing there trying to catch the ball, where the player is jumping into the crowd to make the catch.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was Betts went in to go catch it. His glove was out, and when he extended his hand out, he ran into the fan's hand and shut his glove, and it bounced into the fan. The outfield umpire, Joe West, said that it was fan interference. I don't know why. I don't know how he can tell from where he was
No, it's fan interference.
that it was fan interference.
Are they showing it on the monitors though?
Sorry?
Are they showing it on the big screen? They
Yeah,
probably
so
are.
I'll get to that. I'll get to
Oh,
that.
Jesus.
So, the call on the field is fan obstruction. The batter is out.
Yeah.
So, in order for that to be overturned, because he made the call on the field, you have to now go to video review, and there has to be without a shadow of a doubt to prove otherwise that it would have been a home run. Therefore, it would be reversed. So you have to have everything, all the evidence pointing towards it, saying that it was a home run.
Yes.
They couldn't get the angles. Like the one perfect shot they had, there was a security guard in the angle of the shot, and all the other cameras were, well, it would have gone over. Like, we don't know. Clearly, it would have gone over. Like from the naked eye, it would have gone over all the views. But because of that one angle where they couldn't prove it for sure, the call in the field has to stay because they cannot overturn it, which I think is the dumbest rule in all of sports. So the initial call from the umpire, you have to prove it otherwise.
Yes.
So if he called it a home run, because they didn't have that
it.
angle, they couldn't overturn it.
It would be a home run. So his decision basically overruled the video replay.
Well,
it doesn't really. The video replay can overrule.
Yes, you have.
But
to
you have to have
conclusive evidence,
right? But I'm saying the way he ruled, no matter what, if the video review can't determine the opposite, whatever he says overrules anything.
My thing is, if we have video review, why does it matter what the umpire calls in the first place? Because it's a human element, right?
That's why I hate
from
video
where he's standing, 200 feet away, there's no way you can tell for sure what
if it's
you
going
saw.
over the fence or not.
So he's flipping a coin essentially, and it's the play is in the fate of his hands from him flipping a coin because you have to prove otherwise.
What were you going to say about the big screen? That's something.
Well, anytime there's a review that the umpires are watching, they show it on the big screen, right?
No, I was saying the actual live play. Do you know if it was up on the big screen?
What do you mean?
No, it won't show.
It won't show.
It show.
So the actual live play,
the actual camera is showing the.
Is it up on the big screen?
Yeah.
When it's live, does it go to the big screen?
I don't know.
Because that I would say maybe that's what he was watching. Again, I don't know how you can see it from back.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's still going to be on delay or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be referring to a screen when the play's in front of you.
Yeah.
That's very unprofessional, I would
Yes.
think. Right? Then we don't need umpires, right? If we just have that. But this is what I don't get. It's like even if there's a close play at first and the umpire's wrong. We all saw what happened with Angel Hernandez last week, right? And calls were overturned because it was obvious. The fact that you have to overturn the original call makes no sense if you're going to go to video replay. Have people decide this on the video replay. You shouldn't have to rely on the initial instinct by the umpire. It makes no sense.
I think the issue with the rule is this, has to be evidence to overturn such a call. Just make the right call. Hey, was it going to go over? Yeah, but I would have. Because if they said that's a home run, no one would have batted an eye.
No, I agree.
Nobody would have batted an eye. Now, here's the thing. Remember what happened to the Cubs? And the Cubs lost in the playoffs because that guy touched the ball or whatever. I thought the rules in the home stadium, if you touch a ball that someone's trying to catch, the batter's out. So you can't do that. We're in Houston. That ball comes out. You're supposed to let the player
No, you can't,
finish.
man.
That's what I thought the rule was. Well, you can't interfere with the player. Do you see what I'm saying?
No.
What you're getting is, okay, if a ball is hit into the if you're standing in the outfield and the ball is coming to you, you're supposed to go like this, you're supposed to lean back and get out of the way. No,
I thought
you can't
that,
do
I
that.
that was
if it's
rule.
coming right at you,
Yeah.
you don't think that someone's going to make a play on it, right?
But in Chicago, the guy reached over into
but
the field of play, which is
that's
different.
a one in a million thing.
Yeah,
right?
which I understand.
But
I
making
thought,
documentaries about that.
Yeah, so I thought the batter was out because the fan made contact with the player instead of it. If the player jumps in and hits, that's fine. But if the guy's glove's there and you smack his glove closed,
No, he didn't.
The batter's out.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The guy had his hand out
Yeah.
to catch the ball, where the player was running towards that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're reaching into the stands. It's not like the guy was bam,
So if the
slapping
rule
it.
is he interfered with the actual play because that guy could caught the ball, so the batter's out, I actually be fine with that. Because, hey, this is playoff baseball.
Totally.
Get away from the...
No, I get that too. But if you're a fan of the crowd, you're just standing there. You're not lunging. You're not...
Yeah.
It's coming to you. You're, not self-defense, but it's coming right at you. What would you do? Instinct is to catch the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't reach his hand out. He didn't block the play or anything. He was just anticipating to catch the ball, whereas the player actually had a chance to catch it. If there was no one in the crowd, he would have caught it, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So it kind of I'm that play, I was torn because I was like, okay, fan interference. He did hit the guy's glove. The glove did close. He didn't catch the ball. That's the actual definition of fan interference. Whether he wanted to be there or not, he prevented this guy potentially saving a two.
But the rule is it's in the field. It's not in the field.
Yeah,
it was in the crowd. It's like if a player was to run into the field on a foul ball to catch a ball, that's the players leaving their feet going into the
stands.
Yeah.
Now, does this cost the Houston Astros?
Sure, it cost them 2 runs.
Yeah,
and they end up losing the game.
And potentially the World, because now it's 3-1.
This is the same thing I said about the Yankees. Is they had all these chances. The Astros have had all these chances to capitalize on bad pitching, and okay, I'll give it up to the Red Sox. They're playing well. They're getting runs. Their pitching is way better than I thought it would be.
They're getting a lot of runs. Yeah, they're getting a lot of runs.
But the Astros have squandered so many chances.
My other thing is if you're going to blame one play or one non-play or whatever on the fact that you lost, you weren't going to win in the first place.
Well, I mean, still, it's 2 runs.
Oh, yeah, it's 2 runs.
It's one play.
But it's
out
2
of,
runs.
Out of 19
What did they
innings,
lose by?
2. Who's to say no? But who's to say Boston wouldn't get four runs?
Yeah,
I agree,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like they lost by 2
If you're
runs.
gonna say I lost because of that one play,
No,
you're bad.
I'm not saying they lost
Yeah.
because of that, but I mean, it changes the
I
aspect.
agree with you,
It changes the landscape of the game.
Yeah, I'd want those 2 runs.
Anything else about this game? End of the game. Kimbrel.
Terrible. He's been terrible all playoffs.
He couldn't locate. He could like his breaking ball. No, his fastball. Sorry, it wasn't his breaking
Breaking
ball.
ball was good. His
Fastball was
terrible.
just all over. It was going like high right all the time. I don't know if you were screaming out there like get him out of there.
No,
I understand why they didn't take him out.
because David Price.
Because David Price. Because if they put it, because it was David. I don't know if you saw the game, Smythe. It was David Price warming up in the pen.
Yeah.
But he had to start the next game. So if he came into the game, he was not going to start.
Yeah.
Kimbrel, who couldn't locate at all, going like he was pitching well, but when it came down to the ninth, he couldn't locate at all. It was lucky because didn't he get the bases juiced?
Yeah, the bases were loaded, and,
Yeah.
and then Benintendi made the game-saving catch. It was like if he had missed that, the game
would have been
probably been over. Yeah.
Over the way.
I understand why I didn't take him out, but at the same time, like take him out.
But are you putting in David Price anyways?
I would have.
Kimbrel had never recorded a save more than 4 outs before in his life, and he needed to get 6 outs. He came in the 8th inning. Didn't look good both innings. He doesn't look good all playoffs, but somehow, this is what I'm saying, these teams are not capitalizing on these chances
these
where the
mistakes.
Red Sox are.
Yeah.
And I thought Houston would be the team that wouldn't. They didn't screw up once during the first series against the Indians, and I thought if they came in with that game plan again, they were going to shred the Red Sox, and they didn't do it. They haven't done it.
Nope. And right now,
David Price pitching a gem right now as we speak.
Not a gem, but he hasn't given up a run, so
yeah, you're the only one who can see the game.
it's 1-0 right now for the Red Sox. JD Martinez hit a home
This
run.
is not his best playoff start outing of his career right now.
Switch that game.
I know we're 4 innings in, but isn't this the best he's ever pitched in the playoff?
Yeah, sure. No, he pitched well for the Jays that one game in KC where I don't know if you guys remember that one, but
he did.
Yeah, he did. There was it was game 2 of the ALCS
what?
in 2015. He only allowed 1 earned run, and 2 runs came in off of there was like a bloop hit between Goins and Batista where Goins let up on it and didn't catch it, and they scored 2 runs after that. So that was the game he should have won, but
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say they lost that game though. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did lose that game.
that
But
was when
he pitched really well.
That was when Price is like, I'm taking that $25 million in Boston.
31
Whatever.
a year.
I don't think he wants to pitch bad. He doesn't want to pitch bad.
He's
He
scared,
just
man.
doesn't pitch good.
He's
Yeah,
scared.
it's like, stop.
He's the
No,
guy's,
yeah, it's probably
the
his head
guy's
now.
making $31 million a year, and he's afraid to pitch in the postseason. He does not have the mental capacity to do
I think
it.
it's in his head now. He's
it's
scared.
been in his
like,
head for a while.
It's in his head now. He's like, I'm gonna lose. Like he's going in there scared. I'm like, I don't want to lose. That's exactly what he thinks. I don't want to
I'm
lose
trying to pitch this game.
because it was 2 games ago. He didn't even get the win because they yanked him in
took him out.
the 5th.
You have to if you're
He's
a
gotta
starter.
finish 5.
If you're a starter, you have to pitch 5 innings.
Yeah.
Okay, they took him out.
He
in the
left
4th,
with the
yeah.
lead, but he didn't finish
Yeah.
the 5
He didn't
innings.
finish
So he still is winless in 11 years
Isn't
in the
that
big leagues in the playoffs.
bonkers?
They didn't lose that game, but he wasn't credited with the win.
Well, he didn't pitch long enough. He's got to pitch
Yeah.
half the game.
And he may, I don't know if he's going to do it. He's got like 80 pitches going into the 5th inning, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, right now the Boston's 1-0.
Which means nothing to you guys listening right now because
Yeah.
you're probably listening.
You're gonna listen the next day. And so
You'll know who wins this game by the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
you listen to it.
Sorry. Go on,
No,
you were saying?
sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Yeah,
you.
yeah, sorry. Dodgers Brewers.
It's been a snooze fest. I know it's 3-2, but it's been a very, very boring series.
I swear, every time I look up, it's Kershaw pitching.
Yeah, well,
It's like you guys have
but
any other
is
pictures?
it boring or is it just like structured? We're not hearing crazy stuff happening.
It's not as entertaining as this series.
obviously.
The games are kind of not lopsided, but they're not really close. There's no offense really. Yelich is MIA right now.
I like last year. Remember last year?
Yeah.
Last year's Dodgers.
Last year's playoffs were amazing.
So exciting.
Last
It
year's
was the Dodgers, especially.
Dodgers, like last year's World Series was probably the best World Series we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
These two teams are even.
Very even.
Right now, the Dodgers are. Right now, they're winning the series 3-2.
But they're going back to Milwaukee for Game 6 tomorrow.
We'll watch Milwaukee, so we'll see how that goes. By the time you guys hear our voices again, we'll decide a winner. That's it for MLB. Anything else on MLB? Nothing?
Jays might be getting their manager in the next week or two.
Oh, yes.
Man, whatever. That guy is just gonna guide them through the rebuild, and then he's gonna get fired. Let's be honest.
I don't think that's how it works now, man. Why would you hire someone to rebuild the team and then be like, "Oh, thanks for all the job you did"?
Usually that's how it works, though.
Yeah.
No.
Usually that's how it works.
Look what
You have
happened with Dwayne Casey.
What about Dwayne Casey?
Well,
He got lucky.
What about Dwayne Casey?
You can't call it luck.
Yeah,
What happened with
What about Dwayne Casey though? What do you mean?
No, because he stayed through the whole thing. Because when Majiri got there, Masai Ujiri got there, they said they were going to fire him, but they didn't because they started winning.
Ujiri got there; they were good.
No, they weren't.
No, man, like they didn't do anything.
They were bad. They didn't make the playoffs. Remember? And then he traded away Rudy Gay. Remember they were supposed to deconstruct it, and they just lucked into a winning team. So, but usually that's how it goes.
I don't know, man. I don't
When you get a manager and a team starts getting good and you can't get over that quote unquote hump, coach, manager, whatever, they fire.
I feel like nowadays,
Well,
especially in MLB,
maybe.
like you're.
But I don't think the Jays are gonna be good next year. Or the
No.
year after that,
They're not going to be good for a long time.
they're gonna have a couple.
I don't know
of
about that
horrible
either.
seasons.
I don't know about that either because if you look at baseball now, how it's structured is the team with the young hot studs is the team that is doing
Are
well.
all these guys going to hit? Every single one of them?
Well,
That's the thing.
The
But
problem
that's
with,
every team.
the problem with the Jays is where they play. You got to win 100 games to get to the playoffs.
I agree.
And for the next 4 or 5 years, they're not a 100-win team.
I don't know if that's a problem. Yankees don't have a problem with that.
Well, I know with the Yankees.
Yankees rebuild was 1 year.
Yeah, Yankees don't have a problem with that. The Red Sox don't have a problem with that.
Everyone who's available, the Yankees will take.
Not necessarily.
Not
Would you
true.
like some
No,
young
not
guys?
true.
We'll take Jay Happ.
But it's
we'll
not
take
about young guys
McCutcheon,
anymore.
We'll take.
It's about the young guys coming up now, and the Jays have a top 5 system in all of baseball, which is like sitting on a gold mine. Now, obviously, not all the prospects will pan out,
No.
but you cannot look at me and tell me that Vladdy Guerrero will not be the best hitter in baseball for the next 10 years. There's no way you can tell me he won't be.
He won't.
He's hitting 500 in Arizona Fall League.
See,
right
I'm
now.
not going to say he won't be, but you can't guarantee me he will.
I can't guarantee you anything.
No,
in
you
life,
can't.
Except for the Golden
That's the
State
thing.
Warriors
And
winning.
Now,
it.
here's the thing.
Because how old is he? How old is he? Sorry?
20.
He's 20.
20.
So, like, next year, he could not be this guy.
I think
It could
What
happen
could
that
happen?
quick.
He could be better.
Or he could be better. Oh, yes, you're
like-
right. You're right. He's 20 years old in baseball.
what he has going for him is hits the ball the hardest of anyone I've ever seen, is ever recorded. He's up there. It's something ridiculous.
He's up there.
There's a reason.
It's something
Judge
sad.
would have something to talk
Yes,
say
I
about
agree.
that.
And Stan. There's a reason, like, why, people say this guy is like a once in a generation player
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And there's a reason why they say that is because he is a once in a generation player. It just, I don't know, man.
But it's the other guys, too. It's the other guys. It's not
For
just him.
sure,
It's
for
the
sure.
other guys,
There's
too.
other guys too, but there's a lot of young, promising talent.
Yeah.
And I know for us Toronto fans, we're not used to seeing young guys turn out to be good, especially on the Jays. Like, I don't know how many guys have.
It
like,
doesn't really happen.
it doesn't
that way.
happen
Oh,
that often.
it did happen 20 years ago.
No, they bought that.
No, they bought those teams.
Well, a lot of the guys they brought
Yeah.
in. Not, but a lot of them
Well,
were.
all the guys
always.
that did well, we didn't have
Yeah.
a good team, like Delgado and Sean Green,
Yeah.
and Vernon Wells. We didn't
Yeah.
have good teams, but like we haven't had someone come up through the system to be a star in a long time, right? Like, so let's just enjoy it while it does happen.
You want to talk about Donaldson? No, we want to talk about.
No, he's
No,
I thought
he's
they
gone.
that guy.
All right.
gone. He's gone.
I was just gonna ask if he's gonna get paid or not. Probably
No.
not.
Well, I mean, he'll get something, but not a lot.
He made it to 3 games in the playoffs.
He's probably signed out like a 1 year.
He got one hit in the playoffs.
He's in trouble.
He's probably signing out 1 year and hope to
Yeah.
get paid after that. But whatever.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, man. He'll be 34 when
Yeah, I know.
after that 1 year.
But what I mean is you're gonna try and salvage something, right? You sign for 1 year, hopefully ball out in a team, and maybe you get signed for another 3 years on another team.
If that's what you want to lean on,
Yeah.
Until you're 40.
or get 3 years for $18 million total and suck
That's
it up.
it. Suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go play for the Padres.
Top 5 Wells.
That's right.
Got it.
Making up for last week's, again, apologies to everyone. I was supposed to have the top 5 last week. There was some, I guess, miscommunication on my part. I thought it was...
You just didn't read right, bro.
I did not, and I apologize. So this top 5 this week is going to be themed. We have a very special occasion coming up this Saturday with our friend Nash. We're losing him. But
We ain't gonna see him no more. But,
well, we won't see him for 3 weeks after this. So my top 5 is kind of coinciding with the event this weekend. It's the top 5 wedding stereotypes. Top 5 stereotypes of people at a wedding. So like,
Yes.
I'll get into it. Obviously.
Yeah, I like it.
And this is in no particular order. It's not 5 to 1. This is just kind of like the top 5 wedding stereotypes a person. I'll have one is the guy who dances so much and he knows every word to every song. So basically, he's on the dance floor the whole time. He knows all the words to every song. He's kind of like the.
You will be taking his tie off at some point. You will be taking his jacket
around his head. The tie will go around his head.
The tie will go around.
I know exactly what the guy I'm talking about.
There's going to be a giant sweat. He takes off a jacket. There's going to be a giant sweat stain on his back. Pit stains. He doesn't care. He's loving life right now.
And I think he might be this guy in this room right now. Between the three of us. So we got that guy. We got the dancing guy who knows every word to every song. The next stereotype I have is the only single girl at the wedding.
Ooh.
Which is basically the thirst trap, right? Like everyone's gonna be like, oh, like all the single guys are like, well, there's one single girl.
We have that. we have that. There we have that.
I already had it written down before we talked about it before. But there's always that one, the single girl who all the guys are like, oh, is she single? Who's that? So we have that. That's 2. Okay. Third is the classic drunk uncle. The uncle from wherever. And
that's probably gonna be on my side of the family.
Yeah, it's just the uncle who drinks too much. He
does a speech.
Well, I don't know if he's going to do a speech, but, you got the drunk uncle out there who, kind of maybe inappropriate at times, or you might say something that people don't agree with. And, maybe he steals the microphone one time and says something. And we're like, what? Who is that guy? That's drunk Uncle Jerry.
Oh, my God. Get Jerry off the stage.
Mm-hmm. So that's the third one, the drunk uncle. My fourth is the wild old timer. Like, there's always that one old guy who turns it up on the dance floor. And just it's like
and jiving, all through the night.
He was probably the drunk uncle at one time.
And he was also graduated from that.
He was also probably the dancing guy who knows all the words every song one time.
Then he became the drunk uncle. Now he's evolved.
So now every 2 or 3 years he goes to a wedding and he just lets it all loose.
Now is this guy single?
The old guy?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No, he's not single.
Divorced.
Okay.
No, he's just an old guy who he throws down.
Keeps it going.
He's just reliving the old times, and he's like,
because I feel you might see the same guy in a club sometimes.
No, totally
dancing with all like the young girls, and they think he's cute, and he thinks he's just killing the dance floor, but they just think he's cute, and they're just like playing along with him.
Oh, look at the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy, and like all the girls are like, oh my God, look at the old Geraldo or whatever, just letting it loose, and he's having a good time. He'll be in bed by 9, but he lets it go for a couple hours. And then my final stereotype of a wedding, person at a wedding, is the clinker / the person who won't shut up. The clinker, like when there's like that.
You tap the glass.
For the the bride and the groom to kiss. Yeah, and like this is the person who does it every time after every speech. Or during a speech, and they'll always have a comment to say too, like someone saying a speech, they're like, "Oh yeah, what about him and her, or whatever."
I feel like that guy's on his way here now.
Yeah, so there's that person, and that'll round out my top 5.
That's a nice one.
My themed top 5.
I like that top 5.
So
pretty good.
One might say I might have did it on purpose last week, where I wanted to save it for this week.
For this week, yeah, you planned it out.
No, I did not do that.
That is not what happened. But
that was a good one, and that will go up on the gram. The challenge will be finding the pictures to put it up.
Actually, I think that'd be the easiest part. It's trying to find the right. It's trying to find the appropriate one.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. NBA started Tuesday. Yes,
Tuesday. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yes, sir.
2 days ago.
Yes, 2 days ago. So we're just gonna run into our preview.
Well, we're doing kind of a different preview for this, which I like.
Kind of a different preview.
We've always done the opening previews for each league. Is like basic, like who's going to win this division?
Who's going to win this division? Rundown, blah blah. Pretty standard.
Nash just switched it up, and I like it.
I
like
do
this
like
format.
this
I think we should do it differently for every league now from now on.
Yeah.
So with the NBA, it's a little bit more predictable. Even though when I started going down the West, I was like, this is not predictable at all.
Like, wait a minute.
So I'm just going to go through 21 questions. And give me some answers. So we're gonna
start. 50 Cent there.
Sorry,
can you put that 50 Cent in there? 21 questions.
Throw it in there.
Sorry, I had to pull up my questions because I didn't write them down.
Oh, great, good job, good start.
No, I wrote them down on my phone. But I forgot to pull them up. Anyone want to fill for me for a second?
Who will be the Rookie of the Year?
Yes,
question number 1.
Yeah, question number 1. Who will be Rookie of the Year? Smythe. Who will be Rookie of the Year?
I think the Suns are going to be okay this year, so I'm going to take the easy pick and go with the number 1 pick, DeAndre Ayton.
Easy pick, yep.
I have 2 more players that could like.
Honorable mentions. Well, hang on. Let's.
Yeah, okay, you guys do yours first.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, go.
I think Trae Young has potential because look at the playing time. He's going to put up monster numbers.
And who's Trae Young play for the people
You
that
gotta
don't know?
you gotta put.
Sorry, the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
I think he's got potential to do a lot. My third guy. Adams.
Wow, what insight! He's got potential.
Well, I think he's going to be on the
Well,
floor.
basically, all these guys have potential.
He's going to
That's
get Steph Curry minutes, and I think Steph Curry minutes
on that terrible team.
Yeah, and he's a deep shooter. If you win more than 15 games, he'll be in the conversation, right?
Yeah. Who you got, Wells?
I got one choice. I kind of got two choices here. I mean, I didn't want to go for the obvious like Luka Doncic or
That's
that's
my
obvious,
that
right?
was my
and
choice.
DeAndre Ayton. I thought those were like the obvious ones.
Yeah.
So I went with Jaren Jackson in Memphis. Memphis is a terrible team, but Jackson's already starting for them.
Are they a terrible team?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did they make your?
They're now.
Well, I'll say that. But
Yeah, exactly.
but I will say that. But I don't.
It's not that they're a terrible team. It's just they play in such a stacked conference.
Yeah.
They're playing the good teams all the time.
I think
right?
they're just old.
Well, except for Jaren Jackson, but he's a starter. He's starting for them, so I think that's a head start on most of the other rookies. So I have him as my 1A, and my 1B would be Mo Bamba from Orlando.
Bamba.
That's kind of like the sexy pick. Like he's very popular.
He'll get the minutes. Orlando's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, but he's also starting to. I think he's a freak. I think he I don't know if he's going to win Rookie of the Year, but down the road I could see him being a dominating player when he fills out.
The question is, who's winning Look of the Year?
He said
Like
it.
I said, 1A and 1B.
He said it.
One
I
from
got,
each conference.
Yeah, I got
sorry.
Luka Doncic of the Mavs, the point guard.
Way to go out of.
Yeah, well. Somebody picked the number one pick. You didn't kill him with that. Question number 2. Which team in the West will be the Warriors' biggest competition, Wells?
You know me, I like to kind of switch it up a bit and go against the grain. So I chose the Utah Jazz as a team that give them the biggest fits.
I think you're going to be a lot of Utah Jazz heavy on these questions.
Me?
Yeah, I think you like the Utah Jazz a lot. You're going to go Utah Jazz heavy a lot of these questions.
I just think like another year of Donovan Mitchell being, he was a stud last year, and the Astros. Never mind. Sorry, Donovan Mitchell another year. Rudy Gobert is probably the best defensive player in the league.
Arguably.
And I think that's the only team that matches up with them that could give them fits.
That's not a matchup.
I just think it is,
That's
man.
a matchup problem.
For Golden State.
No.
Yeah, it is, man.
No. How's Rudy Gobert going to guard?
Everyone. He's going to guard everyone.
Well, you can't get to the basket when he's there.
He can't guard the 3-point line.
I know, but
That's where
other people
DeMarcus
that
Cousins will be. That's where Kevin Durant will be.
not all the shots, though.
And Klay Thompson.
Basically,
A lot of them.
A lot of their shots. And Donovan Mitchell has to. He's gonna be stuck by Klay Thompson. It's a tough matchup for him too.
Yeah, it is.
Here's the thing. The Rockets had them down 3-2 last year. The Rockets will.
Yeah, but did you ever have any doubt that Golden State would come back and win?
Last year.
I seriously thought Houston had it. If Chris Paul
Really?
didn't go down, if Chris Paul didn't go down, that series I thought was over.
You guys both said that last year, though. You guys both said it.
What?
If Chris Paul didn't go down, the Rockets would have won.
No, it didn't. I said I would never thought that the Warriors
really?
were in doubt.
But anyway, after that, I have OKC being a threat. I think they know what their team is now. They got 3 players. They got Russell Westbrook. They got Paul George. They got Sam Adams.
Steven Adams. Sam Adams is a beard.
And the rest of the guys are role players. I think they know what they're doing this year. I think they're going to be
They just
who
pick
we
up
thought they'd be last year.
Who's the point guard they just picked up?
They picked up Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a
From
good point guard
Atlanta.
for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to help them out a lot. Maybe
I
Russell
know a
plays
lot,
some
but
too.
he's going to be a
When's he
good.
going to play?
He's
He's playing a lot now because Russell Westbrook's out for a couple
Is he
weeks.
really?
Yeah, he's out for a couple weeks. Every year he's out. This is a problem. Pay attention to this, kids. This is going to be a problem. He gets this knee operation every year.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be a problem.
Well, he plays like a serial killer.
Yeah.
And I have one dark horse team that I think has the potential to get fits, and that's the Denver Nuggets. They're deep in the right places.
I think you're going to be on the same page as me with the Nuggets.
I think they have the right pieces.
Yeah.
I like Jamal Murray, Mudiay, and Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get it together, don't get me wrong. If there's a series and if it's 1-8, I think won't be a sweep.
The biggest competition in the West for the Warriors is the Warriors.
Ooh.
Is the Warriors. They are that good. If they mail it in, yeah, teams could possibly beat them.
Maybe.
Maybe. No one's gonna beat them. And I'm maybe next year will be different, but no one's gonna beat this team. It's
So
again.
you like tricked us with this question.
Yeah, trick question.
You asked us. To
I
give
just
you
think
the
that's
team,
out of the box.
and then you it was your question,
Yeah,
and all along you're like, oh, it's the Warriors.
it is the Warriors.
Like
The Warriors is their biggest
sitting there with your
competition.
Smile.
I think this team won't be as good as last year's team.
I think they'll be better.
And I think DeMarcus Cousins coming on this team is one less guy for the basketball and one less guy that's going to play hard.
You say this all the time, but yet you said this when the Warriors got together. There's only one basketball, and look what they're doing. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't think DeMarcus Cousins. I think this team's gonna be better than last year. I think they're actually gonna try hard
Why? Because they want that.
because they want to prove they want that 3
want that
and
three?
this is something they can work for. They need something to work for, and they're gonna work for this and to get DeMarcus Cousins in the ring. That's what gonna work for.
DeMarcus Cousins a ring.
Question number 3: who will be the worst team in the NBA, Smythe?
Still Sacramento.
Kings, eh?
They suck.
I also got the Kings.
They
They
got
suck.
nothing going on. Remember that can't get it right. You have to do that segment, but they be the top of the list. They had a good team for 2 years, and then Weber left.
Yeah,
It's like 15 years ago.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This is a team that just can't get it right,
And second pick, first pick, fourth pick, eighth pick, whatever.
and they can't get it right.
And they've never built a team.
Not a
with
big
it.
fan of Fox.
No.
Who do you got in this one?
I have
well,
the Kings in the West and the Hawks in the East.
I was going to say honorable mention to the Hawks. Maybe Orlando. Orlando might have something to say about this. Yeah, they're not going to be good.
Aaron Gordon, Mo Bamba.
I want to know right now.
Didn't they come out hot last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. we thought they were going to the playoffs last year, and I was part of
No,
that.
I didn't.
I would almost be like, they're going to be a playoff team.
And they finished with 1 win more than the
Yeah,
Hawks last
they
year.
just took my confidence and laughed in my face.
Will Jokic
What?
of the Nuggets make the All-Star team this year, Smythe?
Nope. Too many
Really,
guys. There's not enough space for him. The All-Star team might be almost the exact same as last year in the West.
I know that it will not.
And you have LeBron James to replace Kawhi Leonard, who wasn't even there last year. There's just so many guys are going to post ridiculous numbers that there's no space for him in the All-Star team.
Interesting. I want everyone to remember this question in their head. Smythe's answer. I want everyone to remember this. Who do you got? Do you think he will make the All-Star team?
No shot, man. There's no and no. But think about it. There's
Yeah.
only 12 players on the All-Star team.
Yeah.
And they select
And think about all the big guys.
5 forwards, I think.
Yeah, so you got Anthony Davis.
No, 6 forwards. 6
Anthony
forwards.
Davis, Draymond Green,
Kevin
Rudy
Durant.
Gobert, Kevin Durant, Marcus Gasol. There's other guys. I think
LeBron James, your
he'll
forwards
go
are
as a
almost-
guard. Who cares? LaMarcus
I mean, he
Aldridge,
won't, though.
like
They're almost set, right? It's so hard to make the All-Star team in the West.
yeah.
Yes.
There's like what? Who's gonna take him over?
LeBron might get voted in.
Someone
this
might get
year.
hurt.
Think of it like that.
And then maybe.
Maybe
but
No,
like,
I'm saying, will he get voted in?
Oh.
voted in?
No, not voted in. Sorry. Will he make the team? He's not going to get voted in. He's
Yeah.
definitely not getting voted
Earn
in.
a spot, or
He's going to get a spot.
due
though.
to injury, he might.
I
Does
think
that count?
I think he will. I think he will
This
get
is
it.
year?
I think he'll take that jump. I think he's going to take that jump. And as the questions go on, you're going to see I'm very high in the Denver Nuggets this year. So
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert. So I'm going to be high. Do you guys have any other guys making the All-Star team for the first time?
Donovan Mitchell
Donovan Mitchell.
was an All-Star last year.
Yeah.
There will be space for him.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Anyone else? You
I can
guys?
say that.
East or West? East or West?
First timer.
Yeah.
Maybe Tatum out of Boston.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a nice pick. Yeah, you can make it. I can see him actually making it.
And
Ben Simmons.
he was there last year.
Last year. He started last year.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He was in the rookie.
He
Yeah,
could be in
so
it this year.
that's
Yeah, he
what
can be
they're
in it.
doing.
Yeah, he's going to be in it.
There's space for him this year.
Yeah, this is kind of easy. You can
Yeah.
probably just basically pick anyone it is.
Is it though? Is it easy?
Kinda. There's going to be guys that are like shouldn't be all-stars on that team, making it for the East.
Oladipo was an all-star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he'll be there this year again.
sure.
Who will be the best team in the East? Now, not necessarily. This necessarily doesn't have to be record, but
Right.
just the best team in the East.
Are you saying who's going to be
Win
in the
the East?
finals?
Like who represents the East in the finals?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we'll say it like that.
I'm-
We'll say it like that.
I'm saying the Toronto Raptors, man.
Raptors, eh?
Yeah, and I watched the first game. They did not look good, but there's certain things that they're improving on. So the Raptors last year were a volume 3-point shooting team, but shot a low percentage, about 34 or something like that.
Mhm.
They shot at about 40% last night. You added shooter like Green to the guys already there. Kyle Lowry is arguably the best shooter for percentage.
Danny
in the
Green's
league.
shooting percentage has gone down,
But Danny Green was injured last year. He's healthy this year, and
but he's getting older.
But he's older. But
He's early 30s, I think?
Shooters don't age like that. Kyle Korver's still a great shooter. He's 100, right?
But he's white.
It changes everything. I think the Raptors are going to be a better shooting team and a better defensive team, which I think gets them over the Boston hump. Because the LeBron hump is over, obviously.
This is basically two teams.
It's
right?
It's a two-team race, 100%.
Oh,
it's basically two teams.
I like to go outside the box.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, you're gonna go outside the box?
No, I'm not.
The Atlanta
I got the Celtics.
Yeah.
I think
I also got the Celtics.
I think they're a bit deeper,
Yeah.
and a bit more talented. Not that I really like what the Raptors have this year. Like, they went out and did everything that we wanted them to do, pretty much, and more. They got a new coach. Well, sort of. They went and got arguably a top 5 player in the NBA.
Yep.
Not arguably. A top 5 player.
Yeah, sorry.
When healthy.
Yeah, exactly. And even getting Danny Green was such a, I think, like, people look at him as like a throw in the trade, but
No, that was
he's
really
gonna be such a big part of the team this year.
He was the
Defensively,
biggest
especially.
win of the trade.
And I think like Siakam is gonna be probably the most improved player in the league this year.
doesn't play enough, man.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And another year of OG, fully healthy, hopefully. But I don't know, man. Like the Celtics have way too much talent now that Hayward is healthy.
Yep.
Kyrie is healthy for now. Al Horford, you know who's on this team. You know who's good. Tatum and Brown. Off the bench, like Smart.
They're a great team.
And who else come off the bench? Rozier.
What I think we're gonna watch
might be a candidate for sixth man.
And even Morris. Which one is it? Which one's there? Markeith or Maurice?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that tomorrow we're gonna watch Kawhi Leonard guard Jason Tatum, and that's why we bought Kawhi Leonard here for. If
they're playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
timeout. 3-run home run by Boston.
Yep, I just saw that.
Jam done.
4-0 Boston
Jam
heading into the
done.
6th inning.
And they're going to take out Price, and Price is going to get his first win, and they're going to be so amped right now.
Not yet.
No, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so
you were talking about Boston. They're going to see Tatum guard.
I think you can't judge everything off of tomorrow.
No, but I'm saying
the second game of the year.
The kind of team, the difference of the Raptors is that you're going to have a player that can take a star away. So if Kawhi Leonard can put the clamps on a Jason Tatum or a Gordon Hayward if need be, or you can switch and guard a Kyrie Irving, that makes this team that much better, and that's over that hump because this team is talented top to bottom, the Raptors, but they also have now a lockdown defender that's going to give you 20 points and 8 or 9 rebounds.
Oh, he's a freak.
Right.
But like, I wish we could just fast forward to April right now.
I know
because no one cares about this regular season.
I like watching basketball.
I know, but like.
You just don't
like this
sport.
team right now that these guys have, Celtics and Boston, which I think will be the conference final. Like, I just want to see it happen. Like, I want to get over with now because I really want to see this Raptors team in the playoffs because we were not screwed over, but like we were, we got screwed over basically by Casey for.
Dude, you got rid of a guy that chokes notoriously, and you brought in the guys arguably the most clutch in the playoffs. It's just not the same.
I can't wait for the playoffs. We talked about
this last year, so I'm not even going to say anything else about it.
All right. I also got the Celtics. Is LeBron still the best player in the league?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the team going to be great? I don't know. But is LeBron...
No. The question is LeBron
alone
the best player in the NBA?
The number one player in the world? Absolutely.
Is there anyone close to him?
Yeah, Kevin Durant's very close to him.
You think Kevin Durant's close to him?
Kevin Durant's absolutely unguardable. No. You can't discount the fact that you
what about his defense?
Can't do anything about him.
So if LeBron James wasn't in the league,
Kevin Durant would be MVP.
You would call Kevin Durant interesting.
He's a real MVP.
Interesting. I wouldn't call him that, but that's fine.
It's hard because like when you're making a basketball team, what do you want? You would like to have an unstoppable player. You want a Shaquille O'Neal, you want whatever. Kevin Durant represents that. If he shoots the ball 30 times a game, he's going to score 40 points. And no one could stop him. No one could block his shots. No one's challenging him at the rim. No one's going to get in front of him. He knocks down threes. He can pull up. He can post up. He's Michael Jordan, basically.
I think Kawhi... You can't say Kawhi yet because we haven't seen him a full year of him healthy. AD's that next guy. It's not Kevin Durant. I would, if I'm building a team today, right now, it's LeBron and then AD.
I would love to say 80, but the problem with 80 is he doesn't give you 3-point shots.
Who cares? He's a monster. He's
know.
still going to give you 30 points
and
20 rebounds.
I know.
And defend the rim.
And he's not going to get past the second
round of the playoffs
because he can't knock down any threes.
And he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get hurt last year, did he? No.
What's his name? Cousin got hurt.
To be honest, because we'll talk about it later. It's coming up in one of the questions.
Oh, this question was about LeBron James.
Yeah, it was LeBron James.
Okay.
Will the Knicks make the playoffs?
No chance. Porzingis not back till January. They won't even be a good team till January.
It is the East, though.
Yeah, they might be out of it by then, though.
I feel like the 8th and maybe 7th seed in the East are kind of up for grabs.
They're open?
Yeah, so like...
They finished with 29 wins last year.
Yeah, but their team's different this year, right?
Yeah.
Like
40 wins got you to the playoffs last year in the East. I don't think it's going to be that high this year. I think it's going to be a little less. Yeah, I think it's going to be less.
You think there'll be teams under 500 in playoffs?
Yes. In the East.
In the East?
This year.
Okay.
This year. Yeah, Knicks aren't making the playoffs.
Knicks, no.
Knicks are not making the playoffs. Can James Harden repeat as scoring champion, Smythe?
You can.
Basically, I'm asking you who you think is going to win scoring champion.
Yeah. Now, this is where I think Anthony Davis comes in. I think he's going to average 30 a game this year, and I think he's going to take it. And I think Harden is going to dip a little bit because he's going to take more ball handling duties with this Houston team. So, no.
You got 80.
Yeah.
What else?
I said, yeah, probably for Harden.
I said, yeah.
But then I didn't know Westbrook was hurt, and I was going to say Westbrook would be the number 2 choice.
Okay. I also got 80. I think it's. You said it all, Smythe. I think he's going to average like 30 points. Yeah. I think he's going to be a monster this year.
He's not playing around.
I think he's going to be a monster this year. Where am I? Oh, so a few players changed teams. Which player looks the weirdest to you in their new uniform, Wells?
I put question marks here. I haven't watched anyone.
I haven't seen it. First of all, Kawhi Leonard looks
maybe DeMar DeRozan in San Antonio just to see him
Yeah.
on a different team after being with the Raptors for 10
long.
seasons.
I don't know.
I didn't see any highlights, so I don't know what he looks like, but that would probably look weird.
Dropped 28 last night.
Well, that's what he
looks like
does.
DeMar
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah,
It's not about how he plays. This is how he
DeMar
looks. It's like,
DeRozan.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
God.
Kawhi looks weird. Howard looks weird.
Howard?
What? He's in a different
He's
uniform
I
every
was
year.
gonna-
I know. I just can't get used to it, man.
Next year he's going to be a new uniform. So,
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Vince Carter doing his carousel, his Mary Poppins tour. Like, he looks kind of weird in that. I saw the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, that's
jersey.
right. The Hawks are paying him this year.
Yeah, well, someone is.
He's going where the paychecks are.
What?
oh, good for him.
You know what?
Yeah,
You
get
know
paid.
what? I haven't seen him, though, but he probably looked the weirdest in
That
his
guy's-
Hawks jersey.
I think he's the only player in the NBA, maybe Dirk, who's played in 3 decades.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
him?
those two are the longest tenure, I think.
I don't know when Dirk came into the league, but I know Vince was 99, 98,
Yeah.
99.
Yeah.
So he's played in 3 decades. Do you think he makes it into a 4th?
He could.
No?
No, he could. He could.
Yeah,
He
I
could.
think
If he's like, yeah, I'm just going to say at the end
It's
of the
one
bench.
more year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One more year.
I think he'll make it.
I'm going to say at the end of the bench and just, he can still do it. Like, there was highlights.
No, you already did Sacramento. Where would he go?
He put it through his legs last year. We saw a video
Yeah.
of him going through.
And there's always those Raptors fans who are like, bring him back.
no.
And in
I'm
Memphis,
not.
I don't want him back.
Remember when he started in Memphis against the Spurs? He was averaging like 20 a game because he had to play 38 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he can still do it, man.
I hope he goes one more year.
Yeah.
How about Tony Parker?
I haven't
Hornets.
seen him.
When
I
did
haven't
he
seen him.
start?
He's on the
Oh,
Hornets.
sorry. Yeah,
That's
okay.
weird though, but I haven't seen
That
it.
it looks.
That would be weird. Yep.
It looks weird. I saw him in the when he did all those photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought he would be a Spur
Probably-
forever.
He probably cried a little bit.
He probably
Put it
did.
on for the first time.
Probably did. I thought he'd be a Spur forever.
I wonder why he left.
And probably didn't want him anymore. That's all it is.
I thought for sure one of you two would say LeBron.
LeBron
No,
looks
that's-
very awkward, but he's wearing like short shorts on purpose and stuff. He's trying too hard. He can't have this.
Speaking of,
Who will win Coach of the Year? Well, I know he's gonna say that.
well, who am I gonna say?
Quinn Snyder.
Yeah.
I have a hard Quinn Snyder this year.
Really?
Yeah.
You also got Quinn
I
Snyder?
have a hard Quinn Snyder. No one else even in the conversation for.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Any reasons why? Wells?
I just think they're gonna be. I mean, you're gonna laugh at me. I think they're the number 2 team in the,
I'm not
in the
laughing at
West.
you. I'm not laughing at you.
I really liked Utah Jazz this year. I liked them last year. I like
Yeah.
what they did last year.
Defensively, they're going to be a problem for a lot of teams.
I really like Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. We already know about. Like their bench is good too, man. Like Exum and Burks
I do like
and
those
like
guys.
they can defend. Like, yeah.
Joe Ingles too. Don't sleep on Joe Ingles.
No.
He dropped 22 last night.
First of all, I love Joe Ingles.
Yeah.
Do you know why I love Joe Ingles? He knows his job. He's a 3-and-D grinder.
Because the Clippers gave him up when they were trying to find a
22
win.
points last night.
That guy knocks down threes and fights people. You need that on your team.
I really like the Jazz, and like, I just think you're gonna get Coach of the Year. Like, they're not gonna give it to Kerr. They're not gonna give it to Nick Nurse.
No, they're not gonna. Or any team that finished like
or
top.
what's homie's name in Boston? Stevens. Like,
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the team that you expect. It's gonna be a team that like overachieves.
Oh, always. Mike Malone of the Nuggets.
Oh, yeah, your Nuggets.
Yeah. I think they're going to finish pretty high in the playoffs. Yeah. I was kind of sheepish on the Nuggets last year, but I think this year they're going to take that jump.
So
Yeah, I think Jokic is going to take that jump. So,
if those guys start taking smarter shots, I think
Yeah.
they can end up in third. I think Quinn Snyder hard because he got robbed last year, and they're gonna just repeat. They're gonna be a steady team again.
He did get robbed
And they're
last
just
year.
not gonna, and they're gonna be like, okay,
Screw
you know what?
Dwayne
It's
Casey.
his time. Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. Because like the Raptors, you won 2 more games than last year, 3 more games. You're a 50-something win team.
which team had the best offseason, Smythe? Raptors? 4?
They shored up their issues. They put together a competitive team, and they look like they're going to NBA Finals. It's just there's no one else boos their franchise player and brings in another franchise player immediately. No one else improves their shooting, their coach situation, and puts together they went from a 59-win team, and they're arguably much better than they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're expecting them, all their woes to be gone. We're expecting so much from this team. In the offseason, they basically, they already have the pieces. Let's not, right? They have a good team. But they went out and they improved, I would almost say dramatically. No one else did that in the offseason.
No, well, another team did do that. Another team did that. Who do you got now, Wells?
Well, I don't disagree with Smythe about.
Yeah.
I think who made the most drastic change was probably the Raptors. They did everything they needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of a coach that couldn't get them past a certain team.
Rightly or wrongly?
They got a top 5 player.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say the Raptors as well. But there was a team in the West that got the best
I
player.
know. I have them here, but I didn't want to be like, well, obviously, because, really?
Well, when you say most improved, I mean, sure, the Lakers will be improved. But I think, from the Raptors standpoint, this could be the move. I mean, it's only a 1-year window, probably. But this could be the move that gets them into the finals.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say Lakers.
Where
too.
I don't think the Lakers would make it to the finals.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah, those are my 2 picks, Lakers and Raptors. Who will win 6th Man of the Year, Wells? 6th Man of the Year.
How do you gauge this, though, right?
Most of the time, it's whoever comes off the bench and scores the most points.
So why don't you say Lou Williams?
Because he's not coming off the bench this year, I don't think.
Yeah, he's going to come off the bench this year.
It's Lou Williams. That's his role. He could be on Atlanta and he'd be like, yeah. Well, he
Sweet
wasn't.
Lou.
Yeah.
Did he win last year? He won last year.
Yeah.
Sweet Lou.
It's him or Jamal Crawford every year, right?
So he's going to be. So you think he's going to be tied with Jamal Crawford? I think, yeah, that'll be the record.
There's 3 guys. Jamal Crawford signed in Phoenix. That's 18 points. I don't care.
Well, so did, I don't know.
Yeah,
Didn't Ariza go there too?
Yeah, Ariza, but Ariza's going to start. So
No, I know that. I'm just saying,
but I'm saying
it's the same guys every year.
Yeah.
It's Crawford or Ariza.
No,
sorry, Crawford and
Eric Gordon, and my dark horse is Melo.
No, he's terrible.
Mellow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
back to prominence.
He's
I have
terrible.
it in capitals with exclamation marks. Yes, it's time.
I got Julius Randle.
Oh, he's not starting.
I
Let's
don't.
start
No,
with
no.
that.
He is starting right now. I
okay.
don't think he's going to start with the end of the year
This
because
is-
what they want to do is spread out the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He can't shoot.
Yeah.
So-
this is a tough
Yeah.
tough category to predict because you don't know who's going to be starting come. You know what I mean?
Sorry, Julius Randle plays on the Pelicans. I didn't mention that. Yeah.
Pelican.
Pelicans fly. Pelicans. I'm going to direct this right to to Smythe. Will Dwight Howard be a positive signing for the Wizards?
Yes, he can't ruin
Wow.
the Wiz. The Wiz are a playoff team no matter what.
You mean more? You can't ruin the Wizards more?
Yeah. I think that I'm not going to say it's a comeback year for Dwight Howard, but listen, Dwight Howard is 16-12. I don't care where you put him. 16
That's
and
not the point.
well, 16-12 on the Washington Wizards makes them a pretty scary team. I think they're gonna concept. We're gonna be a good team, and I think it's gonna come to fruition on the court, unless he just doesn't play.
Wells.
The question was.
Will Dwight Howard be a positive signing for the
No.
Wizards?
Has he been a positive signing
No.
anywhere? Wherever he goes.
No. They are
teams-
glad to get rid of him.
there's a reason why he's been on his fourth team or fifth team in like 6 years.
Yeah.
He's a cancer, man.
Yeah.
He's terrible. Ever since like he left Orlando,
Worst decision is whole career.
went to LA. Where else did he go? He went to
The Hawks.
Houston, Hawks, Charlotte. Like
they couldn't wait to get
this guy is becoming a joke. He's like,
He had some good seasons in Houston, by the way.
yeah, but like they didn't do
One.
anything.
one, and then they couldn't wait to get rid of him.
Yeah. No one likes him. I will say that.
Yes, he's gonna talk the talk. Yeah, we're all about team here, blah blah blah, this and that. And then a couple months in, he's gonna be complaining they're not giving me the ball enough in the post, even though he has no post moves because he travels every time he tries to do it. I'm not getting my touches, this and that, and it's gonna be the Polish Hammer times Gortat, because Gortat was talked to John Wall a lot, and it's just gonna be Gortat times 12. It's kind of funny that they got rid of Gortat and then brought in Dwight Howard. Gortat was the backup on that Orlando Magic's team when they were making it to the finals.
Yep.
So, who was the toughest team to predict this season, Wells? Toughest team to predict this season.
The T-Wolves, maybe.
Ooh.
Like, well, what are they gonna do? Like,
That's a good one. I might change my pick right now.
like what? Like,
Yeah,
how do you know what's going on there? Like, what are we doing?
So you got the whole Jimmy Butler saga. Like, see, even you're confused.
Like, what's happening?
You're so confused. You got the Jimmy Butler saga.
Like, I'm very confused by the situation because I don't know if what he's doing is good, motivating, or if he's just like doubling down on that and calling it motivating.
Cat just signed a mid-max or whatever the max deal is for whatever his age, whatever. He just put up 8 points and 9 rebounds in his first game.
He was horrible. He was horrible last year.
Yeah, that's
So is it motivating them?
No. Yeah.
I had two teams. I had the T-Wolves and I had the Cavs. Like, what's gonna happen to the Cavs now that
Really, you think
there's
so?
no LeBron? I don't know, man. What's gonna happen? Like,
I think they're in a good position. I think they
What's a
shored
good
up
position?
for losing LeBron last year.
What they sure up with?
I think
Nothing.
there's
They didn't bring anybody in.
I think the team they have in place is still going to be competitive. I'm not saying they're not tanking.
They didn't sure up anything.
Yeah,
they got
They had a team and they lost LeBron. That's it.
Nah, man.
They didn't bring in anybody. They didn't bring in
Yeah,
anybody.
what they had last year, the
drafted-
guys they brought in, they're not gonna like Roderick's gonna start now. You got the point guard, like Jordan Clarkson is still there. Like they just signed Nance. They give an extension. Like
They will play the young
He
guys.
didn't even play
they
last
play
night.
Kevin.
Yeah, they will-
He's
yeah.
hurt. Kevin Love is their number one now. Like they still have a team. You know what I mean? Last time LeBron left, they didn't know what to do. Now at least they have something together. I think they won't be terrible this year.
teams look so weird. Like,
Yeah.
I got the Lakers, Blazers, Raptors.
Oh,
Tough teams. Yeah, Raptors are pretty hard to predict because it's all to Kawhi and his health. Like, is he motivated to play? That's the question around.
Totally.
But
Why
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
he be?
Yeah,
Money motivates.
money. But I'm gonna say the Sixers.
I got the Sixers too.
They can finish second or they can finish seventh.
They took a big,
Got rid of a few veterans there.
it took a big hit losing
some shooters.
Bellinelli
Yep.
and Ilyasova.
Those guys came in after the deadline. Remember?
No, they were there for
trade deadline.
No, they were there for most of the year.
No,
Yeah, they were
they weren't.
last year.
Yeah, they were not. They're like,
But, like,
came
they
in-
were-
they were
like-
there just for the playoffs. They came in for the playoffs, and they were
But look,
winners. And now
they
they're
were
remember.
part of that run in March where they went bonkers.
yeah, that's when they came in.
I can't remember.
But I'm just saying they're not there anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
All right.
But they're still not there anymore. But anyway,
I have
yeah.
I have the Spurs, the top of my list. Like point guards hurt. Like what's going to happen?
Wait,
with
didn't
them?
you just give me an answer?
No.
You didn't give me an answer?
No.
Okay, sorry. I apologize.
So the Spurs are top of my list
Yep.
because like I don't. What's going to happen to them? Like they might miss the playoffs this year, or
might.
they'll be okay and they'll finish fourth because they're the Spurs, right? 76ers obviously, but also the Pelicans. The Pelicans are going to make the playoffs, but are they going to be dominant this year? Are they going to turn that team we thought they were last year, where we were like, oh, they're going to be great, and they ended up coasting in seventh all year or whatever, just sneaking the playoffs? It looks like they're content to not be that this year, but they might also fall back down there. They still can't shoot, so teams are still going to bomb the hell out of them. It's just. Like,
Yeah.
what
What are they going to get?
Yep.
Another little fun one. If you can mentor a player under 25, who would you mentor and what would you teach them? Smythe.
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
Shooting.
You teach him shooting?
If Lonzo Ball could shoot, he'd be what Jason Kidd was in his good years. He has the gift of pass,
The gift of pass.
Right? Jason Kidd, at the beginning, Jason Kidd couldn't shoot for nothing,
Yeah.
and that's why Steve Nash was better than him.
So
as soon as Kidd learned to shoot the three, he was deadly.
He's going to either turn into Jason Kidd or he's going to turn into Michael Carter Williams.
Yes. Right? And that's huge. Mentoring would help him with that. I also put Trae Young in there because he doesn't play defense. And
Teach him some defense. Who would you pick? Who else?
I got Jahlil Okafor.
Okay.
Like, what happened to this guy, man?
I don't know.
why would you mentor a lost cause?
Because, like, what this guy was, second pick overall?
Yes, he was.
On the Trust the Process team, and they shipped him out to Brooklyn, and he came and cracked the starting lineup on Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I want to mentor him and be like, dude,
What is going on?
what happened, man? You were a beast in Duke. Like, you were a beast. What happened, dude?
They brought in his replacement before he even got on the
Let's
court.
let's rebuild it from the bottom.
Yeah, so I think, he's only, 22, 23? Like,
Yeah.
you
Someone's
can't give up
past
on
his
someone
prime.
that young.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, Anthony Bennett you can, but, like, you can't give up on someone that young who had so much talent, it seemed like.
I had Kawhi Leonard. I would mentor him on
What?
social.
Isn't he like 30?
Is he 30?
He's over 25.
Yeah.
but just keep
He's been in the
going.
league for like
You-
8 years.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry,
Wait,
my
finish
bad.
now. You-
No,
you
no.
picked it.
That was gonna be an honorable mention.
Oh.
He can't
Well,
be on
finish your thought. Finish your thought.
No, I was
hear
gonna.
this.
No, I can't remember my actual thoughts. Oh, damn it.
Kawhi Leonard's like
You said you want to mentor him on
45.
social media.
Yeah, I was gonna mentor him on social media, but my real answer was gonna be somebody else, and now you just kicked it out of my head. Damn it.
Don't you have it written
No,
down?
I didn't. I didn't have this one written down. It was something I had in my head. Damn it.
Well, that's
Sorry, Dwight Howard, and he's over 25 too.
What the hell are you doing,
I
man?
screwed up my own question. I got no answer for this. I pulled a Smythe here. I came up prepared for this.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Why don't we go to the
Next
next subject? Yeah.
Can Rudy Gobert repeat as Defensive Player of the Year,
Yes.
Smythe?
I think it's a fix, too. I think his career is going to be based on how many times he wins this award. I think it's winning it this year, and I don't think it would be close.
You think it's going to be a fix, and not because he actually is one of the best defensive players?
No,
right?
I think that he'll put up the same numbers, and if he puts up better numbers than last year, I give it to him. And I think it's going to be like Rudy Gobert, Hall of Fame, won Defensive Player of the Year 5, 6, 7 times.
Defensive players are all about numbers too.
What?
Defensive players are in numbers too?
It's a numbers stat.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Defensive player? That's not a number
man,
stat.
it's
Anyway,
blocks.
I don't know what numbers you're looking
It's
at.
blocks and
not blocks
rebounds
and
and
rebounds.
percentage when people are whatever you're defending them. It's just like they're
Yeah,
all based
man,
on
I got to
stats.
teach you about defense.
They're all
Who
based on
do you
stats.
think he could repeat?
Yeah, with another
who else?
year under Quinn Snyder, like, obviously my answer is yes. Big Jazz fan over here.
Big Jazz fan.
All
over
about
here.
that Jazz.
Kawhi Leonard.
What?
Kawhi Leonard.
Defensive Player of the Year?
Yep.
This
But
year?
that's not the question.
No. But
No, I'm saying no, he can't.
because Kawhi Leonard will win it.
Because Kawhi Leonard will win
But
it.
Kawhi Leonard's not going to win it.
Rudy
No, he
Gobert
won't
will
win
not
it.
win because
Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard
Leonard
won't
will win
win
it. And you're gonna see, you guys are gonna learn about Kawhi Leonard's defense. How when he's on guarding, nobody comes on that side of the ball, on that side of the court. Excuse me. Which team is under the most pressure to win? Wells.
This is an easy one. Raps. Gotta be.
They're top 3.
Like, no, they have to be because this is your 1 year window with Kawhi. Because, let's be realistic. Is he really going to stay? So not only do you
I
have
don't think that's a foregone conclusion.
okay, so not only do you have the pressure of succeeding in this 1 year window,
yeah,
the pressure of also trying to impress him
Mm-hmm.
to make him want to stay. So it's like you got 2 cinder blocks on your team right there.
Yeah.
You got to win this year, and if you do win and you go far,
You might
and he
keep this
leaves.
guy.
At least it was successful. You guys had the most successful
Season
ever, right? And if he leaves, I think that's what Masai wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's also the pressure, like I said, of him trying to get him to stay here, convince him, trying to woo him, right? So I think that's that. And then I would say the other one is the Warriors. Like, how do you you got to keep winning, right? Like,
Those are my picks. Right there.
thanks. Next question. No.
Raptors really?
Yeah,
Those are both
I
of them.
think the
But
Raptors.
I knew you were going to be Raptors heavy on these picks.
The only reason, the Raptors, they made changes to get to the finals. If you don't get to the finals this year, it's a bust. It's a bust, and it's going to cost Masai Ujiri's job. Because Kawhi will leave.
I don't know
and
if it's
now
cost his job, but
Oh, he's gone. That's... He'll be time
Define bust, though.
if they don't get to the finals. Finals
a
are
bust?
bust for the Toronto
Finals are
Raptors.
bust.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if they don't get to
I
the
agree.
finals, they get rid of Masai.
You don't think
this
the
time.
Celtics are bust? The Celtics don't view.
No, 'cause
they
the
get
Celtics-
Okay,
the
if they
Celtics-
lost to the Celtics in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, I wouldn't say it's a bust.
I think Masai Ujiri's gone.
If it's like a disaster,
The
yeah.
league did not take well to the firing Dwayne Casey. I think
I was the league. Screw the league.
It's what's good for your team.
if you're the brass,
Because again, if they didn't make it to the conference finals, or if they make it to the finals, no one's gonna talk about it. No one's gonna. It's
that's what I
like
said.
good, you fired him, and it was a good
yeah, if
fire.
you go to the final,
Yeah,
no one's gonna say anything.
because that's the way
We
sports
talked about
works
this so
now.
many times. Why?
Yeah. Where am I list here? I got Blazers, Wizards.
I first mentioned the Blazers.
Yeah, Blazers, Wizards. Blazers last year obviously pooped the bed. I never liked them as a team. Wizards, we know who they are. We don't know who we are. A lot of people were high on them the last 3 years.
Yep.
People were saying they were the third best team in the East. I never saw it, but now with just Dwight signing, they got to show up. But my answer is the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, not necessarily to make it to the finals, but to have a good showing.
Okay. Tell me
This
about
season.
a good season.
They finished one game out of the playoffs last year.
Came down to the last day.
Yeah, came down to the last day. I think this year they're going to make the jump. I think a lot of people are expecting them to make that jump. People are expecting a lot of Jokic. Mike Malone's, I think, is a good coach. I think people listen to him as far as the players are concerned. So I think they're going to be under a lot of pressure to win. Which players are under the most pressure, though, Smythe?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh, you said that pretty good.
Yeah, right.
It's
Anyway, he
Brushing up on your Greek?
he is on the verge of being called a good player that can't win. He's got to have a great.
Well, I
season.
can't believe you just went there.
He's got to have.
He's like what, 25?
Yeah, he's got to have a great season.
I don't even think he's 25. No.
They're gonna write him off. He's on the verge.
They're gonna write him off.
Yeah.
I hear him in like MVP talks,
I know.
and you think they're gonna write him off?
Last year, where did he finish in the MVP talks?
I'm gonna ask you that. I think it was third.
No, it was not third.
It was top 5 though.
Maybe fifth.
I can't remember. Anyway, no, I was looking that up.
Before they unceremoniously
now this is
whooped out of the playoffs.
Now this is my rebuttal to your. They're gonna write him off. How good is his team?
Sucks.
And that's his fault.
LeBron James' team sucked too.
LeBron James. So
Antetokounmpo they think is as good.
LeBron
He's
James,
got
LeBron James,
this-
and they're finishing in 7th.
Yeah, he's got pressure. He's got to put it together this year. I think he feels.
I'm not disagreeing with the pressure. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just disagreeing with your conclusion that they're gonna write him off. A kid under 25 and just write him off, who's getting bigger and stronger every year.
I think that if he doesn't put it together this year or next, I think they're going to be like, all right, well, he's good, but cameras away from him. All I'm saying is I think he feels it. I think he's under the
I agree. I think he does feel the pressure, but writing him off after that, I disagree with that. Wells, you got an answer for that?
Yeah. So we were talking about.
Which players under the most pressure to win?
Sorry, I'm just looking at the results from last year.
Yeah, I know you were doing that. I was trying to
And
fill for you.
Antetokounmpo was 6th.
6th, okay.
Yeah.
You got the top 5?
Harden,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
Davis, Lillard, Westbrook.
Okay, makes sense.
So what players are under the most pressure?
Yep.
Gordon Hayward,
Wow.
because
Oh, yeah.
that
Okay,
team
yeah.
last year went far without him, and now he's coming.
Taking
to this-
time away from Brown.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he's coming to this team.
And this is Gordon Hayward on the Celtics.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Automatically, they're like, well, here comes our big
Our
free
savior.
agent signing. Like, we must. I mean, we made it to the conference finals last year and lost to LeBron.
It's 7.
Yeah. So, like, this guy has to be the reason why we get catapulted. So, I think the most pressure is on him because he's coming in as, like, the X factor, right? Especially with, like, LeBron not in the East anymore.
Yeah.
They must think it's going to be better.
He will add to the offense, though. I don't think it's more of a defense.
I'm not saying anything he's going to do is bad. I'm just saying, like, he has to have a lot of pressure on him because people are going to be looking at him, like, to get us over the hump, right? To get us into the finals. So, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on him.
That's a good. But the problem with him is that his replacement's already there.
No, that's not.
I'm
that's
talking
not,
about his replacement was there last year.
And they went far.
They
And
went far.
Now you're replacing
adding
him.
him into the equation
Yeah.
of this year.
Yeah.
So automatically, everyone must be like, "Oh, this team is that much better because he's playing a full season, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. The pressure is on him to perform.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, you
Because
did
again,
for a second.
because again, if the Raptors make it to the finals, like you say, they're gonna start pointing fingers over there. It's like, gotta get rid of this guy. Gotta get rid of that guy.
I think no matter what, they're going to get rid of him before this contract's up. Just can't pay everybody else.
I would.
Oops,
I would, because I would just keep Brown. That's just me.
There's just no doubt about it. And
Yeah.
it's not Brown, it's Tatum. He's
And
playing,
Tatum
he's
too,
in
yeah.
Tatum's spot,
Yeah.
right? And you got Tatum for 2 more years after this year for free, basically.
Chris Paul of the Rockets.
Good. Well, is he under pressure?
This guy has
he's a
been.
loser.
This guy is said
I like
to
that
be,
pick.
to been. This guy has been said to be the quote unquote
Point guard.
perfect point guard
guard.
of this generation. He is the point guard of this generation. He does everything that a traditional point guard does, and he hasn't even made it to the finals. He made it to a conference finals.
Yeah.
With the Pelicans,
Yeah.
Hornets at the time.
Hornets.
Him and
And the Rockets.
Yeah, last year with the Rockets.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, with the Rockets too. Sorry,
Just been
but he got hurt. He wasn't. Yeah, he got hurt.
Well, he got hurt only game 6 and
Yeah.
7.
So, Chris Paul.
Should have played.
Yeah, well, we can argue about that.
Well, your hamstring's back.
So I got Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good. I agree with that.
Which player do you think should be traded though, Smythe? Which player needs to be traded? Which player should get traded?
I think
this is an easy question.
Forget Butler. I think Washington should walk away. Well, obviously, but I think Washington should walk away from John Wall. This is the year to do it.
Ooh, who's gonna take him though?
I don't know.
Because he has a supermax deal.
I know, but this is the year.
Would you want him?
No, not here. But
There's only like a certain amount of teams that can
yeah,
acquire him.
yeah.
right?
But I'm saying, I think this is the year you walk away from. I think you have a team. Bradley Beal can lead that team. They were winning without
Can
John
they?
Wall. John Wall came back and kind of messed it up. And I think Klay Thompson should get traded for his well-being in terms of what he needs to do for his own career. So those are my two.
What do you mean? The only thing well-being for his career is more money.
Yeah.
That's it. Because he's winning and he's happy there.
Oh, he's winning. I don't know if he's happy. I think he wants to be a bit of a bigger star than he is.
What makes you think that though?
Just he's the odd man out, and it just looks like it weighs on him a little bit. Like I'm completely.
I don't see that at all.
I've never.
I don't see that at all.
I've never met the guy. He's never said anything like that. But I think he gets tired of being completely overlooked on this.
What you want to say is, if it was me, I would want out.
No,
That's what you want to say.
No, I wouldn't. I'd drive $22 million for the rest of my life. I wouldn't care. But I'm saying, like, I think him for what he wants to do, and I think he has potential to be a bigger star. Like, if you go look at Phoenix, and who's the shooter over there in Phoenix who's getting all the praise?
Booker.
Right? Devin Booker sucks. He can shoot the ball pretty well, but Klay Thompson's a much better
sucks?
player. Yeah, Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's better, but I wouldn't say Devin Booker
Devin
sucks.
Booker just is on the court all the time, so he's gonna knock down shot anyway.
I wouldn't say he sucks.
I know he had a 70-point game, but anyway, I'm saying like Klay Thompson could be getting that kind of praise, and I think he needs a trade.
All right, see Klay Thompson. What else?
Yeah, I thought
Butler.
the obvious choice was Butler.
Butler.
That's always true.
Yeah,
This all the drama that's going on, we've
get
Yeah,
that
let's-
guy.
yeah.
Get that garbage out of here.
hit that garbage out of
Pat
here.
Riley said he didn't want him.
Kemba Walker
Knicks
and the
to
Hornets.
Trade?
Really?
It's
Yeah.
time.
What if they're winning?
They're never winning.
This guy's always in trade talks. Every year he's in trade talks. Just get him out of there for his own sanity.
Where would he go?
You know, I didn't actually think about that.
It's not a question.
No, there's probably a lot of teams that would want him. The Knicks would definitely take him.
Of course, the Knicks trash teams would
Just
take
take
him.
anyone.
Lakers would probably take him.
No, right?
No, there's no room in the Lakers
I
for
sent
that.
him to the Indiana Pacers
Why?
because they'll win.
Yeah, maybe. Heat can't take him. Yeah, there's maybe teams that could probably take. Spurs.
Spurs will take him too.
Yeah.
All
But
they
then
got is Patty Mills.
And then, you know what? At that
Oy.
point, Pop's no longer
Oy.
running a system. He's like, just give me these star players. I'm going to try to win games.
I think this is Pop's last year.
Yeah, it might be.
This might be Pop's last year. This is a good one. This is probably just for me and you, Smythe.
Definitely.
This is just for me and you.
I feel like it's an easy answer to this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What storyline will bother Wells the most this season?
LeBron James and his whole season in the Lakers.
Oh my God, that was the easy answer, man. Come on, you
Yeah,
could have been more creative than that.
There's nothing else.
Yeah,
They'll annoy
there's
Wells
plenty.
more than that.
Why?
Because if I say LeBron James, your face already cringes immediately.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We will not. We will see less of LeBron
I
this
know.
year than we
'Cause
ever
he's
have.
out of the time.
You think so?
I think so. Unless
They
you're
will rotate the planet to put him on.
LeBron in prime time.
ESPN will rotate the planet to put him more
Unfortunately,
in
the
prime
Lakers
time.
are now playing at 3 p.m.
like
because we need to see
I'm
this
ready.
guy.
I'm ready to go to bed right now, and the Lakers game isn't even started
Yeah.
yet.
No.
It's just the reality.
You
of
will
it,
be
right?
bombarded with talks though, on talk shows and whatnot.
Oh, of course, but
Yeah.
that's always. You guys gotta get better than that.
Mine is AD, Anthony Davis. He signed with Clutch Sports now.
Oh, here we go.
Clutch Sports is affiliated with LeBron James.
Oh, gee.
You are going to be.
James.
He is up. He's up this year. Or the following
I think it's next year.
Or the next year. You are going to be bombarded with talks of Clutch Sports connection with LeBron James, trade Anthony Davis to Lakers. He's going to make more money there. He's going to be living in LA. It's just going to be all season, if not this season, but next season. Trade AD, and it's going to drive you bonkers. Well,
All right.
That is basically LeBron, though.
more LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Did you come up with a story?
No, I didn't come up with
nothing.
that.
All right.
That's a little.
And
not
my
fumble.
final question: who will win MVP this year? I'm saying Kawhi Leonard.
Did you
Yes.
just say that so I didn't say it?
Yes, because I know you're going to steal my answer. Because I put this out 2 weeks ago. So I just want to say it first, so you don't say it. So I'm going to say Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard will win Defensive Player of the Year
Oh, wow.
and MVP. This has happened
Ooh.
twice in NBA history. I'm going to go to you though, Wells. Who do you got for MVP?
Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, come on.
Wow, you are really jazz happy.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you
that's
love
not
the
even-
I
jazz.
guys, I have jazz hands right
Jazz
now.
hands right
Last
now.
year was the Bucks. To be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
and this
yeah,
year
it's
is
true.
the Jazz.
Balls only falls one team at a time, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, you can't pick Kawhi now.
Come on.
You can't pick Kawhi now.
Dude, I'm not even close. Kawhi
All
Leonard's
right,
not
all
going
right.
anywhere near MVP.
All right.
Do you know why? Kawhi Leonard is going to play under 30 minutes a game. Your MVP is going to be Anthony Davis. Hands down,
safe pick.
he's coming out to destroy everybody this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with 30 and 16. Undeniable MVP.
So do you realize what you have? You have AD winning the scoring title,
Yeah.
AD winning Defensive Player of the Year, and AD winning.
No,
So
no,
we're
not
like-
the player.
Oh, sorry, you had Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Gobert's MVP.
My bad.
I think it's a big man comeback year, though. I think the little guards running around jacking up threes. I don't think you're gonna.
You're gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say we're kind of all like heavy on certain. Like you're heavy on the Pelicans and Davis. I'm heavy on the Jazz. You're heavy on the Nuggets.
Nuggets and Raptors, kind of a little bit.
Not really, just Kawhi.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go hand in hand though. I think it's going hand in hand. Yeah, I am heavy on the Nuggets here.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Anthony Davis last year realized that really no one could do anything.
Oh, he was
about
killing
it.
it the last 2 months of the year.
Yeah.
When Cousins left, he was like done because he just finally said, "Okay, I'll play center." All right, let's quickly run down.
Basically, exactly.
That's basically what it is. I'll play center. Okay, I'll play center. Let's quickly run down who we're gonna have make the playoffs. We'll start in the East. We'll go top to bottom. Smythe, you want to start us off in the East? Just list them off. Don't give them the reasons.
Perfect. Raptors, Boston, Pacers, Sixers, Bucks, Detroit,
Oh,
Cleveland, and the Wiz. I have the Hornets on the outside looking in again.
we were the same all the way up to
And
the
the
Bucks.
Heat. You don't have the
You,
Heat.
you don't have the Heat in there either.
You can't make them passes here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we were the same all the way up to the Bucks. Well, so who do you got?
Boston, Toronto, Indiana, 76ers, Wizards,
Ooh.
Heat,
Okay.
Bucks,
All right.
and then I have 3 teams fighting out the last.
Oh, come on.
Knicks,
You can't just
Knicks, eh?
Pistons, and the Cavaliers.
Interesting. Interesting.
Dogfight for that last spot.
Who gets in? Who gets in?
Not Dwayne Casey because he's not that good of a coach. And I think the Cleveland Cavaliers
Cavs, eh?
squeeze in to face maybe the Raptors in the first round, and the Raptors.
Well, you had Boston first, so
I know, I'm just
So
saying.
yeah.
I have Pistons, Raptors first round.
Ooh, that's juicy.
Yeah.
That would be juicy.
That'd be a
Oh
great
man.
series.
Either way, if the Raptors played the Pistons or the Cavs in the first round, they
It'd be
can
juicy, yeah.
overcome 2 humps right there.
Yeah.
I got Raptors, Celtics, Pacers, 76ers, Bucks, Heat, Hornets,
Ooh.
the Nets.
No Wizards.
Wow.
No Wizards.
The Nets.
The Nets.
The Nets.
Watch out. The
Jalen
Nets.
Okafor. Once he gets under my
Right,
wing.
The Nets. They finished 12th last year.
Yeah, we know. They're terrible.
Who do you got in the West, Wells? This is tough, man. I wrote this down
Golden
3
State.
times. Number 1, eh?
Utah. Give me those jazz hands. New Orleans third. Houston, OKC, Portland, San Antonio, and the Nuggets.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
and the Astros are on the board.
Finally. Wait, did you say Lakers?
No.
Oh, you don't have the Lakers making playoffs, eh?
No, man.
big, that's
LeBron doesn't
big.
care about winning there.
Wow.
Interesting.
Their team sucks, man.
All right. Interesting.
Who's on that team?
You didn't have Portland
Other
either.
than
Yeah, Portland.
Yeah, I did.
yeah, I did.
Yeah,
They were
okay.
6th. I'll run it again. Golden State, Utah, New Orleans, Houston, OKC, Portland, San Antonio,
Oh, yeah.
and Denver.
Okay, and Denver.
No LA, either LA team. Off year for LA. They suck. The Lakers suck. LeBron doesn't care about winning this year. He cares about his image. That's all.
All right. You didn't have Timberwolves either, right? Interesting.
Yeah, they're definitely not making playoffs.
Team's gonna blow
They
up.
gone.
Who do you got?
Golden State, New Orleans, Denver, OKC, Lakers, Spurs, Houston, Utah.
Utah 8?
No, not in order.
Okay.
Just the teams that are going to playoffs.
Right.
No, I said in order.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. I said in order. I said number 1 to 8.
Golden State, New Orleans, Utah, OKC, Denver, Houston, Spurs, Lakers.
The Lakers in 8th, eh?
Yeah, they're going to squeeze in.
Interesting. I got Rockets, Warriors, Jazz.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
That happened last year. We can't say it like that.
No, because I think the Warriors are going to play hard. I don't think necessarily number 1 is going to means that they're actually
Like the
No, go on.
what
What were
the
you saying?
Rockets do?
I'm using a 6.
Like here.
They won more games than Golden State during
Listen,
the season.
listen.
They're
They
gonna
had
score
them
a lot of
down
points.
3-2 in the
Warriors
playoffs.
added DeMarcus Cousins.
They don't care about first.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because
That's my only thing. They don't care about
also
first.
not playing till after Christmas, so they added him. But it's
Yeah,
just
but like then the Rockets added Carmelo, who's crap. Like
First of
he's
all,
And their defense is going to get worse. Did you see the numbers from last
Anyways,
game?
sorry.
Anyway.
they got blasted
Houston,
last night.
Golden State.
Sorry. Houston, Warriors, Jazz, Nuggets, Lakers, Pelicans, Thunder, Spurs.
Spurs.
So I'm leaving out the Trailblazers,
Yeah,
Yeah, Portland's out this year.
Timberwolves,
yeah,
no Clippers.
Obviously.
I got Lakers higher than you guys.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
obviously,
I mean, and the problem is that LeBron will take the worst team in the league and make them good, but can he do it in the West? And can he do it with these misfits?
that's the thing. Is he's going to a tougher conference. He doesn't have. I mean, okay, the Cavaliers didn't have that many good players, but like,
Yeah.
like the Cavaliers.
These are smarter players, though. I think these collection of players
JaVale
are.
McGee?
No.
That's
JaVale
JaVale
McGee,
McGee, Rondo.
Rajon Rondo, like they're all done.
Lonzo
They're washed
Ball.
up. Lonzo Ball sucks.
He doesn't suck. Come on, you know he doesn't suck.
Lonzo Ball's coming off
Who's the guy that's good on them? Ingram. Ingram's
Yeah,
good.
Ingram's good.
That's I think that might be the most beneficial thing for the Lakers is to have LeBron mentor Ingram and Kuzma.
Yeah.
Other than that,
But
like
Lance Stevenson's also there.
whatever, man. Like Lance
Not in a
Stevenson-
good way, in a bad way. Lance Stevenson's also
don't
care.
he's
Mine
an
is-
anti-mentor.
mine is
LeBron
Kevin Love.
is not getting any younger.
No, he's not.
He's playing harder teams. He's got to face the Warriors 4 times this year now instead of.
That's why
Well,
I'm
I mean,
fourth.
played them 4 times.
Oh,
last
I
year
have
in
him
conference.
fifth. So
Like where? Like
minus
really?
Kevin Love, I would take this roster over last year's Cavs. Minus Kevin Love.
But Kevin Love's a big factor.
I know.
He's the only factor that
That
makes
is, that,
sense of being.
that's why I took out Kevin Love.
Yeah.
And you understand when I did that, you look at the roster, you're like, yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know, man.
This team is. I think this team's better than the Cleveland team last year. They're younger. They're faster. They play better defense. The problem that they don't shoot
they're
as
smarter.
well.
You're not going to get that stupid J.R. Smith hiccup that you got last year. You're not going to get that.
You
in
would
this
win
team.
a game in the final,
Yeah.
basically. But now we don't have though. They're not as efficient. These kids aren't as efficient. Rajon Rondo can't shoot. Caldwell Pope's not a good shooter.
I'm not super high on you need shooting. I'm not super. Did you see what Did you see what Giannis did last night? And he didn't shoot. He got to the basket anytime he wanted. No, I'm not saying these guys are.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying I don't think you need shooting.
But Giannis is a tier 1 talent,
Yeah.
and none of the Lakers are tier 1 talents. So
Except
getting the
LeBron.
basket's not.
Except LeBron.
Yeah, so getting the basket's not an option for those guys, right? Like how Giannis gets to the basket.
That's fair.
Because I was watching Siakam get to the basket today, and I was like, well, that's not fair. He took 2 steps from the 3-point line,
Yeah, he's at the basket.
and he was like, da-da-da, sorry, can't guard me. And I was like, all right, well.
He's gonna have a big year this year, Siakam.
I would hope so.
Plays more than
Siakam
20
and OG.
Yeah.
I like what he's doing.
That's a
man.
good-
That's why I said last year it had to be Siakam and OG to take that next step for the Raptors, and I still believe that it's Siakam and OG have to take that step for the Raptors to be better than Boston.
I can't wait till the Raptors understand that they can play Kawhi, Siakam, and OG.
Oh my God.
in the same
Oh my
line.
God.
It's gonna be a headache.
No, you'll see it. You
What
will
do
see
you do
it.
with that? Nothing. Kawhi, and just have Lowry shooting 3.
Oh, you're putting
And-
Siakam at center?
No.
No, you probably still have
still have
Ibaka
Ibaka?
or JV.
Yeah.
See, Ibaka ruins that lineup for me. He's way too slow. He's way too slow.
I don't need
JV.
speed. I
you have
love
speed.
JV slow. JV
But the
slow
other three
too.
guys have speed.
That-
And then and Lowry or whatever.
The reason
Lowry
why
or-
I
Lowry
think,
or
Or you
Fleet.
could put Lowry, Van Vliet at the end.
Yeah.
With
I
those
think
three.
every effective lineup you put JV in because JV is basically you can't do much about him. He's going to make his inside shots. You can't foul him. He makes his foul shots, and he can pass the ball. Defensively, he's a bit of a liability, but he's not terrible. I don't think. Just put your hands up.
But it's the speed though. That's the speed that's what I'm talking about.
Can't run the rest of
Can you imagine Lowry, Van Fleet, Siakam,
Yeah. OG.
OG,
Kawhi.
and Kawhi?
Yeah.
It's not much.
That's the end game right there.
Yeah.
You will. I think you will see it. It's not going to be like 20 minutes.
Might see it
You might see it like 5 minutes
Might
at
see
a
it
time
tomorrow.
for a game. Yeah, you might.
Against the Celtics.
Yeah, you might see it 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's the NBA. Anything else? Any bold predictions? Anything else you guys want to talk about outside those questions?
No, nothing major.
We hit everything. Speed.
No, I think this would be an exciting year for the local sports team.
Yep. Both Leafs and
Well, we're talking about the Raptors right
Yeah,
now.
Raptors and Leafs.
We've talked about Leafs before.
yeah, many times.
No, it should be fun. I don't care about the West, LeBron, whatever. It's gonna be it's gonna be an off year for him, man. It's gonna be his worst season ever.
Wow.
Yep, dude, he's 34, 35. Like,
Yeah, but he looks amazing.
I know, man. He looks great, but that's his movie face now. He's out in La La Land. He's doing Space Jam 3 or whatever, and who else knows what he's gonna get? He went out there for,
Business opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
And his kid.
He's done, man. He's done.
I don't know if he's done. He'll still be on top for like another. 2
Sorry,
years.
I don't mean he's done. I just mean like
The team won't
you
compete.
won't see
Yeah.
him in the finals for.
He's not going to the finals.
He might not go to the finals again,
He's not
Oh,
going to the finals.
those days are over.
yeah, and that's what I mean.
He might get to the finals because I don't think this Warrior team's going to stick together for the next 2 years. I think this Warrior team's done.
Oh, I
next year,
think
for sure.
Durant's gone after this year.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
a bold prediction. Durant won't be there after this year. Maybe not Klay Thompson either.
Klay Thompson. Everyone's talking about Kawhi Leonard going to LA. Klay Thompson.
I could see that.
Klay Thompson. So, that's it for this podcast. We did podcasting. Smythe, tell the people where they can find us.
You can find a team podcast. I'm going to start by saying Spotify and iTunes, everywhere else you can find podcasts. But we're socially active on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my favorite place, Tumblr.
Yo,
That's it from Wells.
you can find me on Instagram at Veepin52, and you can find me on Twitter at Veep52.
You know what I used to love? You used to always be like, ladies, what up? And you stopped doing that. And I don't know why.
Because it didn't work.
Can you?
No. Yeah, we're gonna be out with Nash for the next 3 weeks, so we're getting some people to fill in.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
hosting, and we're getting some people to fill in some spots next week. We have 2 lovely ladies coming in to fill the void. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are. Actually, 2 people said, yeah, I'm looking forward to that episode.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have some good questions. Oh my goodness, we have a game.
Hold on, I saw.
Oh no, we don't.
See, Wells gets excited when someone
do,
hits the ball
man.
high in the
Well,
air.
the cameraman
He just
was-
assumes
he
it's
went
always
way up
out
in
of the. Like he just freaks out like it's always gone.
The
Can't watch
cameraman-
baseball with
the cameraman
Wells.
cucked
He
me.
thinks every fly ball is a home run.
Anyways, guys, next week's gonna be. I know it's gonna be crappy without Nash for the next couple of weeks, but we're gonna
Not really crappy.
we're gonna find
We're
some
gonna soldier
interesting-
on.
interesting replacements. But yeah, that's all I gotta say really.
Sweet. And obviously you can find all this content, all this sweet, sweet, sweet nectar of content on the Park Daily. The parkdaily.com. That helps us out. Go on iTunes, go on Spotify, all that stuff. Rate us, review us. It helps us out. It helps us out climb the charts. That podcast that Wells recommended.
Call her daddy.
Call Her Daddy. That podcast is now on their 7th episode, 8th episode.
They've done 6.
They've done 6 episodes. They are under Joe Rogan as the most popular. They're under Joe Rogan.
That's
They are signed to
crazy.
Barstool, and they're 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
We're almost at 50.
We're not signed to Barstool yet.
I blame,
First of all,
I'm not cute enough.
I told y'all about that podcast before it blew up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
yeah, the 4th episode
Thanks,
you
man.
told us about it. And now they're on the 6th episode. They done blown up.
They have.
Big time now.
Because it's good. Listen to it.
It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. I like to they say their audience is 50-50, 50 men, 50. I think it's more.
90.
I think it's way
No.
more men than. No, I think it's more men than. If you Have you listened to podcasts, man?
No, man, come on. You know me.
No.
Yeah,
Okay. And I can't believe we're promoting another podcast on the end of our podcast.
You know what?
but-
Why? Like, can we go?
All right, and with that theme song.
Nash Wells and Smythe host the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.